names remaining, it might be Trey Hendrickson and Devin Lloyd. Lloyd falls in a variety of different places. Lloyd's market isn't as robust as was thought. At least it feels that way to me. So we'll see where Devin Lloyd lands. It seems very doubtful it would be here in Jacksonville, as the Jags try and fine-tune that roster. But, look, if you want to take just the overall generic view, the Jags didn't get any better yesterday. A lot of teams in the AFC and in their division did. That has more to do with salary cap and budgeting. There are a lot more, way more important aspects of winning, of improving, of being good. It filters throughout the organization, that, not to mention coaching, returning talent, and everything else. But, the Titans are adding, the Colts are adding, the Texans are adding, and the Jags are treading water, at least on the first day of free agency, which is fine. You're a 13-win football team. You can't stand pat. You got to get better. But as far as new blood, we don't have a drop. Not yet. Not yet, at least. So we'll see. Now, by the way, this free agency story, I mean, it's like the coffee maker. It percolates in 10 minutes. I could have more news for you. It was fascinating yesterday afternoon as we just went. Once it started, I get a kick out of these. E.T., good morning, friend.
What's up?
Back in the studio. I thought I'd see you out here with me. I know last year we were like bundled up in the cold. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Felt like we were in Siberia somewhere in the dark.
In the tundra.
Oh, it's beautiful today. I had to take off the long sleeve.
Came out the quarter zip already, huh?
Yeah, already. We got brunch for the tour. We'll visit with Lee Smith, the executive director of the Players Championship, so that'll be fun. He'll take Stuart Moore's spot when it comes to making the picks, so we'll do all that. But I'd be remiss, and I'm sure you guys talked it up and down, but just for my own curiosity's sake, how you feeling and the run? What was the overall takeaway from that? It's an exercise in torture.
So the body is finally recovered.
Okay.
It took a little bit of time for that to recover. But all in all, I feel good, man. Unfortunately, as you know, I called you mid-race.
Yeah.
Didn't make the time of 1 hour and 50 minutes. That definitely was a tall task, especially with the lack of training that I did and trying to go out in there strictly on my athletic ability, which is pretty much non-existent now. But 2 hours and 14 minutes ain't that bad.
Well, there you go. 2:14. That's I would have predicted something about like that, right? That's what we said. You got to motor along pretty good. But more importantly, no tendons snap, no ligaments pop, no bones broke, no vessels burst, and everything good.
That's the part that I'm proud of the most, because there were actual, legit elite runners out there passing out. It was high, Jeffrey. It was high. So guys were passing out 1-2 miles in. And the fact that I was able to finish the race with no ailments, no snaps, no nothing, I'm proud of it.
All right, well, good. I did notice from afar, that weather is for real, man. It's a big difference if it's 75 or if it's 61. It feels a lot different when you're out there trying to get through that. Okay, well, anyway, just wanted to double check exactly how that got, how you went through with that. So we got a lot of, obviously, we got a ton of football, and we'll concentrate on the Jags. We'll tell you what at least the rumors are. This is going to be bargain basement shopping now at this point. I mean, there's really only one guy in free agency right now that if the Jags signed, it would be considered bold or splashy, and that would be Trey Hendrickson, right?
Agreed.
I mean, even the Franklin Myers, even the big boys that you didn't hear of until free agency came and they told you they were going to be the highest paid at the buy position. Those guys are all gone even. Like, if you click down the list, especially if you attach what the Jaguars' needs would be, interior defensive line, edge rusher, secondary gets addressed a bit. Look, the cornerback position is fine, right? Jordan Lewis, who I saw restructured, by the way, to help give him some cap flexibility. But between Jordan Lewis, Monteric Brown, Travis Hunter, and Jarian Jones, you got a pretty good group there. That's a pretty good group of four. Probably the best group. Huh? Okay, so that has happened. Devin Lloyd to the Panthers. That was one of those. We're out on
last night about 10. That's when it got announced. Devin Lloyd went to the Panthers on a 3-year, $45 million deal.
Okay, I'm glad you passed that along, because I've been flying blind technology-wise here this morning. So, Devin, good. That makes sense. 3 years, 45, huh? 15 only?
15 only.
That tells you what the Jags think of Devin Lloyd. I mean, the market for Devin Lloyd seemed to shrivel after he went out there, and the naysayers against why he would be a risky investment from the inside linebacker position were got a little bit louder as the process wore on. But off to Carolina, 3 years, $45 million. That feels like a number that if the Jags were dead set on keeping him, they could have reached, doesn't it? You know, I don't know that for sure. Once you start getting into the finances and how divergent their, plans may be financially, like from one player to the next, who knows? I just know that through the first day of free agency, it was a snoozer for the Jaguars. And the rest of the conference, much of it, seemed to get better yesterday. Yeah, here we go. Lloyd, the Panthers, 3 years, $45 million. Yeah, you peeps are awesome. Thank you to they're texting me. My guys, I got Keith, I got Lauren, I got people texting me. So let me tell you what happened, all right? And then we'll stop this nonsense. We'll get back down to sports, come back on the other side. We're live from the Players. We'll be here all week. What an awesome week of golf. It looks like the weather is going to cooperate for the most part. I see a couple of late afternoon forecasts, but, we'll have to wait and see how those play out. But it's just an awesome week to get up close and personal to the very best at their sport. You don't get to do it in other sports. And, just to be shoulder to shoulder with a Scotty Scheffler or Rory McIlroy, to be able to watch them, do their thing from 3 to 4 feet away, you just don't get that in other sports. The one great thing about the Players, it's like we host the Super Bowl every year, man. You can live in any NBA market and be so excited when LeBron and the Lakers come to town, and then Luka and LeBron take load management and you don't see anyone. The Players come here yesterday, the top 125, 150 in the world show up just about uniformly. And so we get the All-Star game every year, but the All-Star game that's not an exhibition, the one that pays the most. So looking forward to a terrific week of golf. Looking forward to our conversation with Lee Smith of the Players. Looking forward to brunch with the tour and, the fantasy golf that goes along with the Players. Looking forward to seeing old friends out here this week. I'm looking forward to watching golf at some of my favorite spots, all a part of Players Week, which we consider kicked off now that the drill has started its on-site coverage. So we got a lot of golf talk. We got golf picks. We got football talk. That's for sure. College basketball season weaves its way towards Selection Sunday. The Gators can just kind of sit back and play spectator till, I believe, Friday. I don't think Florida will play an SEC tournament game until Friday. Other teams playing their way into and off of the bubble. Man, when you get a basketball team that is on cruise control like the Gators have been, bubble talk seems frivolous. Nonetheless, all that and more on our plate today. It is a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. I mean, the patriarch is, playing co-producer here. He also, Keith Catlin himself, forwarding me the Devin Lloyd information. That's the kind of partnership that you get here on 1010XL and on the drill. So we'll take our first timeout. Loaded for bear. Let's go through some of the big names and where they landed. There was one team yesterday that swung for the fences. I mean, big time. And, kudos to them. Try and get yourself up off the mat. Tell you who that is and all their activity when the drill returns live from the Players Championship here at TPC Sawgrass.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's golf's biggest stage this side of the majors, and 1010XL has you inside the ropes.
Get live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates.
Teed up by Surfside Pools, San Jose Collision, and Lucas Tree Service.
Think your season's over? Let's turn your off-season back on. Hoops is heating up on Hard Rock Bet, Florida's only legal way to bet the NBA. So you can bet on teams, star players, and more. With games practically every day, there's always something to parlay. Roll with Hard Rock Bet all NBA season. New users get paid double winnings on your first 10 bets.
Max bet of $50 per bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Helmets and Heels calls on Jags former middle linebacker Tom McManus to elevate your afternoon.
He's the best. Guy's got it all.
Catch the pros' point of view afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL. Fought for you by Green Law Group. For the injured, fighting for you.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Homeowners, ready to open your home to spring and shut out high energy bills? It's 31 days of spring savings with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, buy 2 windows or doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. But this offer expires March 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Get ready for spring turkey season at Green Acres Sporting Goods. Find shotguns trusted in the field from Browning, Beretta, and Benelli. Plus, the newest bows are ready to test shoot from Hoyt and Matthews. For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has helped Northeast Florida hunters gear up with confidence. Stop by Green Acres today at the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard, or shop online anytime at greenacresporting.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, I'll tell you, you got one option. It's Chad and Sandy. Or another option, just fruitless frustration. Not with Chad and Sandy. See, they get to the solution real quick. Let's get to the punchline. Your home sold guaranteed, or they will buy it. That's why you got to go to ChadAndSandy.com or call them today at 414-6200. Government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. You call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need max price, need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free. Chad and Sandy got this science-based Market Max system. It's proven, it's repeatable, and they guarantee they'll sell your home. Using the proprietary Market Max, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. We trust them. You can too. ChadAndSandy.com. ChadAndSandy.com.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers to find out more.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
It's always interesting to me how teams choose to spend their money. You know, I kind of floated this strategy a few years ago. I can remember talking with Tony about it, and it intrigued him, and now that he's in upper management, I'm sure he's long ago forgotten about it. But why do we always, why does it have to be so designated by position? Like, football players are football players. In other words, if you're going to spend $40 million, why, and here's what I mean. I mean, they're paying Jacoby Myers more than it would have cost to keep Devin Lloyd. And if you look at it in that framework, rather than always formatting under the position, right? Oh, $20 million for a receiver, no big deal. $20 million for a center, what? So as I digest now, it seems a little low value for Devin Lloyd, And I would understand if Jaguar fans raise an eyebrow here. Does that tell you? I mean, 3-year 45?
I definitely thought he was going to be around like the 20, 21 million. I saw 3 million, 3 years, 45. I was like, dang, we couldn't have paid that, but I don't know the money situation.
Yeah, and maybe you made a decision, before. I'm sure you did. You made a decision to move on, and then it's not about what the money costs. You don't circle back and say he's out of our plans, but wait, now he's only $15 million, and suddenly he is. Maybe that is a part of it. I don't know, exactly. But it's funny how value in the NFL gets thrown around. How Kenneth Walker is not worth as much as Devin Lloyd or Jacoby Myers or any of these others. It's fascinating. It's fascinating that the Jags would. Did Jacoby get a 3-year, $60 million?
Yeah, I feel like it was 3 years.
Yeah, it's fascinating that under the umbrella of your organization, that Jacoby Myers 3 years, 60 is smarter than Devin Lloyd 3 years, 45. I mean, I get it. I mean, I understand that one plays offense, one plays defense, one played a position of need at receiver, the other. I get it, but it's a strange dynamic. The NFL roster budgeting. And how about you just spend on talent? I'm going to spend, I'll spend $12 million a year for that talent. And whether that talent is an edge rusher or a tight end, we'll see. But yeah, the big look. This sums up day one of free agency for the Jags. And again, this is not necessarily a terrible thing. Well, it's not in any way a terrible thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Yesterday's Jaguar free agency news was about big name, productive, important players leaving. Yesterday's Jaguar free agency story, at least what's happened and is public, is the story of attrition. You lost two of your best players from last year. Travis Etienne and Devin Lloyd. Two, if not your best players. Etienne with a career year. Devin Lloyd was an all-pro. We haven't had a ton of those around here in history. He had an unbelievable year. He made huge plays. You could argue he grew into the peak of his career where he may enjoy a prime for the next 2 or 3 years. And we'll see. We'll see. But man, $15 million a year. When we first started all the Devin Lloyd speculation, right? We were throwing around numbers bigger than $15 million a year. So to see him sign for that seems a little bit lower than what we would have thought. Meanwhile, if you missed it, Travis Etienne goes to the Bills. What do you get? $14 million a year? Was it $342?
He was 50. Was it 51 million?
4 years, $52 million. So $13 million a year for Etienne. More importantly, he gets a 4-year deal. Good for him. He was. I think he lived up to the billing of a late first rounder. Had almost 4,000 rushing yards, 25 touchdowns the past 4 years. He missed his rookie season due to injury. That stinks. 1,100 yards this year, 7 rushing scores, 1,400 from scrimmage, 13 total touchdowns. Etienne was one of 6 players to have 5 or more rushing touchdowns and 5 or more receiving touchdowns last year. Christian McCaffrey, Jahmyr Gibbs, among those names who were also able to do that. The $13 million a deal, $13 million per year deal, makes Etienne the 7th highest paid running back. It is also, as you may or may not know, somewhat of a homecoming for Etienne, who's a Louisiana native. Also puts Travis in the same division with his brother Trevor Etienne, who plays for Carolina and who, by the way, may be in line for a little more playing time this year as Rico Dowdle went other places. You would assume that he is just, ready to be the backfield replacement for Alvin Kamara, but I guess Kamara's future is somewhat nebulous. He's coming off a career low year. So Travis Etienne, been a good Jaguar, there aren't a lot of players who come in with rookie classes into this city, into this franchise. In fact, there hasn't been a player drafted here since 1999, not one, who has come to town and in his 4 years had 3 winning seasons. Trevor, Etienne, whoever else was there. That's it. That's the depths we're talking about. These guys lived the Jaguar dream life. Over 500 3 of the 5 years, into the playoffs 2 of the years, had a playoff victory, had some nice individual stats. But after the 1990, if you came in 1999, if you were drafted by the Jaguars in 1999 and you played 4 years with the team, you did not go to 2 playoffs. Ever. No one. That's how bad it's been. That's the lack of success we've had. It kind of ties your brain up in a little bit of knot when you look at it this way, because let me do you a favor. Let me extend it. If you were drafted by the Jaguars in 1999 and you played a full 5 years with the Jags, you never had back-to-back winning years, and at best you went to the playoffs once. Most of you never went. So Etienne leaving here with 3 winning seasons and 2 playoff appearances is a lot better send-off than most drafted Jaguars have been through the back through the years. But good for Etienne for getting his money. Look, where do the Jags go now at that running back position? It seems pretty obvious. One of those highly touted mid-round backs is going to come to town as part of the rookie class. And then, again, it's these names, and I'm not suggesting these are adequate replacements. They're the bargain basement replacement, but again, Rachaad White from the Bucs, that just stays top of mind. He's been with Liam Cohen in the system. Kenneth Gainwell, who's had a really good year last year with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And again, I don't mean to throw out names that may have been signed in the last 12 hours. I'm going to be sorting through all that for, a kind of a generic NFL free agency pitch. I know I've seen that Rico Dowdle has signed, but there's so many fascinating moves. It's gonna be a fun day of conversation. What you got?
Kenneth Gainwell, he signed to the Bucs.
There you go. So Rachaad White will be on the way out down there, and so we'll keep our.
He might be the only one that's left. All the other running backs, all the other guys gone. Is that what it is?
I saw Algier left. I mean, don't get me wrong, gang. I ain't been on Mars. I've been watching everything. I just, because of the technological snafus, I didn't have anything first thing out the gates this morning. So, yeah, Rachaad White, about it, isn't he? And I don't know if you necessarily need to go there, ET. Everybody's gripping. The running backs will be fine. I believe that. I'm not a bit worried about the running backs. If Basil Tootin has to be the main guy, you know what he'll give you? He'll give you what Ashton Genty did last year. Yeah, will it be, knock your socks off, all-star level elite production? No, probably not. But between Tootin and a drafted running back and a veteran that they picked, DJ Dowell's already a part of the, organization. They'll be fine there. And again, I'll remind you, against a team that can't stop the run with a running game that was absolutely steamrolling the Buffalo Bills, they stopped running the ball anyway. So what does it really matter? Why spend $14 million a year on a running back if, with a lead against a team that can't stop the run in a playoff game where you're steamrolling at 8 yards a carry, you're going to just stop running it anyway? What's the point? Back with more next. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're live from the Players.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I remember being in the backyard, getting the football and throwing it up and running and go catch it. And then I'd be like for the crowd, and that's what I wanted to do. And I got an opportunity to do it.
1010XL.
It's what you dream of.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Are high-interest credit cards and other loans sucking the life out of your finances? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity on your home and get the cash you need now so you can pay it all off. Hey, it's Prosser here. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto in a matter of days. They had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com, the rapid equity loan program, can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan just did it. Consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, giving them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier. Get your life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto today, 904-999-1500. That's 904-999-1500, or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I'd like to shout out my Atlanta Falcons. Some of you may not understand the genius, the brilliance, and what they've done. But the league is now on notice. If you need a noodle-armed left-handed quarterback, they got them all now, baby. They've cornered the market on the noodle-armed lefties, adding Tua Tagovailoa to Michael Penix. So, yeah, that should go well. That should go well. This is how the Atlanta Falcons do business. Let's go find a veteran quarterback and pay him $1 zillion, bring him in, draft somebody in the top 10 that same offseason, then not play the veteran and then play the rookie, and let's injure him a couple of times, make sure he's really not very good, and then the coup de grace, we'll go steal Tua. Oof. So good luck with that one, Atlanta. Atlanta, you keep Atlanting. You do you. We got more of the moves from around the National Football League, the winners, the losers, the heavy hitters. The Raiders were the team yesterday that just said, we're going all out, and in this case, all in. Here are our chips. They're now in the middle, and in a town known for a roll of the dice, they, are hoping they don't crap out. But they spent a lot of cash yesterday. They addressed a lot of needs, you would assume. So the Raiders were an interesting story from free agency yesterday. And I'm going to save a little extra time for the football fix and connect a lot of dots that have already been put to paper here on the 2026 free agency campaign. Again, as we come back, just the overall for the Jags yesterday was about standing pat and attrition. Yesterday was about attrition. You lost Devin Lloyd and Travis Etienne. You know, what? In an odd way, the value of those positions are questioned. Inside linebacker and running back are not believed in quite as much as some other positions where you excel. But, man, I don't know. Every list I look at, it puts Devin Lloyd in, like, the Fred Warner category. He's not done it for more than a year or two, but, man, I'd hate to look. If Devin Lloyd goes off and has a couple all-pro years in Carolina, going to wish I had that decision back. But, listen, I'm sure Devin Lloyd was in many ways a product of Campanile's scheme, and the Jags feel like they can get Devin Lloyd production or near it from a lot less than $15 million a year, or whatever the number was going to be when free agency started. I think with – look, we said this. We said this when listening to the postseason pressers, ET. They basically said it, yeah, Lloyd was great, he ain't going to be back. Etienne, we love him, he ain't going to be back. They basically said it. And now it has been spoken into reality. It's time to get going now. We got to fill some holes. Not through free agency per se. It'll be interesting to see what, if any, name out there is going to be, big enough to grab your attention. And in fairness, last year in free agency, you didn't know who Jordan Lewis was. No, you didn't. You never heard of Jordan Lewis. You heard of 2 or 3 Dallas Cowboys cornerbacks, but you didn't know who Jordan Lewis was. You didn't know who Robert Hainsey was. You didn't know who Makari was or Iboga. You didn't know who Gardeck was. No, you didn't. All those guys played meaningful roles, and you have to trust, I guess, as Jag fans, the scouting eye of the brass. And it's a really good roster that doesn't need a whole lot more. It can't withstand too much defection, too much attrition. But it's not like other years where you could lose 2 of your good players. You didn't sign anyone else. And like, oh, gosh, here we go. Another 5-win year. Not one of those, is it? I have a Shazam spotlight this morning, and this one tickles me. So without further ado, the Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstore. Stark and Kingsland, take that short drive. Save those big city prices and enjoy the best customer service and car buying experience that you will ever have. Yeah. You ready? Shout out to the JU women. Priscilla Williams had 16 and 13 last night. Kamari Mitchell gave JU a lead for good in overtime, and the JU women beat Austin Peay on Monday, and they've won the Atlantic Sun Conference title right here in their own backyard. The Lady Dolphins were the number 2 seed. They're now 24-8, and they are headed off to the NCAA tournament for just the second time in program history, and they win their first ASUN title game, the first ASUN title game decided in overtime since the tourney began way back in 1986. Dolphins took the lead with a minute 45 left in overtime. Ended up stretching it to a 4-point advantage, and they hold on to win 66-63. And so when it comes to women's March Madness, the playing host for the conference tournaments did not turn the trick for the men, right? The JU and UNF, I believe I saw last week, both lost their first-round games. But here are the JU women taking maybe advantage of some home cooking. They beat Austin Peay. And by the way, JU, a very good team. This one's some Cinderella story. They were the number 2 seed out of the ASUN. If you are following the little guy, you can add Troy and Furman to the list. They won conference tournaments last night, so they're off to March Madness. And unless they now show up as the early round opponent for your favorite team, the Gators, then this will be the last you hear of them. Florida is up into the top 5 in the final human poll, the final regular season AP poll. We've watched the Gators rise last week all the way up into, the top line. They'll be a number 1 seed, most likely when the tournament tips off, most likely on selection side. And I say that because most likely, don't you feel this, gang? Most likely Florida's going to win the SEC tournament, right? E.T., is that what it feels like to you?
That's definitely what it feels like.
I mean, Florida is way better than everyone else in the league. That's kind of what what got us. Yeah, by the time we got to they're not better. They're way better than all the other teams. Doesn't mean they can't lose, right? Missouri beat them.
Yeah. Auburn beat them? Yeah, Auburn trash.
That's it, dude. They just went 16-2 in the league, and they beat the brakes off of just about everyone, including building a double-digit lead at Lexington over the weekend before, finishing them off by 6 or 7. But, yeah, Florida is most likely going to be right there on that top line because they are the overwhelmingly best team in the SEC. And we've tried at different times to position, well, this team's pretty good, or Arkansas, or Bama, or Kentucky, or Tennessee, or whoever it may be. No. I think Florida is light years ahead of all those programs. So it would not be surprising at all if they won the SEC tournament. And I believe they're on an 11-game win streak right now. So that would push that win streak up to 12, 13 games going into March Madness. And so if you're going to play the dream scenario for Florida to win it all this year and repeat as national champions, to become the second program in the history of college basketball to repeat 2 different times, UCLA also did that. But to do that, the Gators will have had to win like 19 games in a row to end the year. I mean, just what kind of stamp does that put on things down there? Well, there was a speculation that Mexico could be a tough out, which seems to be the correct metaphor for a baseball story. But at the World Baseball Classic, Team USA beat Mexico last night, and this may surprise. First time since 2006 that Team USA has defeated Mexico in the World Baseball Classic. Paul Skeens, the rocket right arm of the Pittsburgh Pirates, gave them a good solid start. They got home runs from Aaron Judge and Roman Anthony. But it was a big pool play matchup. And the USA in Houston with a lively crowd beat the Mexicans 5-3. Mexico had beaten USA in their 3 previous WBC meetings. Man, you see the impact of the internationals on Major League Baseball. I mean, we've known it forever. Major League Baseball way ahead of the curve when it comes to U.S. pro sports leagues. When it comes to international players, it's, forever been infused by, Latin America and other spots. But, so many of these World Baseball Classic rosters are just full of Major League names. And they're not like all-star names, but, there's a starter for the Indians. Here's one for the Twins. And Mexico's no different. And you put these guys in a situation. The problem or the reality is, at least for Team USA, man, they're throwing Skeens and Scooble the last couple of days. I see Scooble, by the way, is left. He's gone back to Detroit. I guess that means he would not have been in the pitching plans if he stayed with the team. But USA is, 2 or 3-0 now with another pool play win. I find myself enjoying the World Baseball Classic. I find myself watching it a little more than maybe normal. And then with that on last night, I was flipping back and forth. We had a hell of a basketball game last night. There's a good thick rivalry emerging between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Denver Nuggets. They've each won titles in the last 3 or 4 years. They each have MVP favorites. They have bad blood. They've had a couple of skirmishes already this year. And then they had a buzzer beater down to the wire game last night. And remember, we were talking about the MVP a few weeks ago, and SGA was out of it. I said, not so fast. Yeah, he's back in it now.
Easy.
In fact, he may have sealed the MVP last night. Tied a 63-year-old record, hit a game winner, and SGA might, be having an MVP season once again. The Thunder were shorthanded last night. They had no Jalen Williams, the good one, no Alex Caruso, no Chet Holmgren, no Isaiah Hartenstein. He had the flu. Got ruled out. But SGA made lemonade out of lemons. 35 points, 15 assists, 9 rebounds. That's one board short of a triple-double. In the third quarter, he drilled a step-back three-pointer. That's 126 games in which he scored at least 20 points. That tie. Remember, he had the road record we talked about, 59 games.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
Then we wondered. We wondered, well, what? Well, now 126 consecutive games that he scored at least 20 points. That ties the all-time record held by Wilt Chamberlain. It seemed unbreakable, and now the next time the Oklahoma City Thunder play, he is going to break it. LeBron James never had a 162 game streak or 126 game streak with 20 or more, but SGA now has. And don't forget, when Wilt Chamberlain, that's who he tied. Wilt was 7-1, and the rest of the league was like 6-5. At least that's what it felt like. Save room for a football fix. We're back with more next. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday live from the Players.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
NBA basketball tonight. The Miami Heat, they are at home as they match up against the Washington Wizards. Heat 36-29, Wizards 16-47. Miami a 15.5-point favorite. The over-under at 242.5. In the NHL this evening, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they are set to play host to the Columbus Blue Jackets. And Tampa Bay, they are the favorites in this game as they are at minus 250. The Blue Jackets plus 198, over under 6.5. The Florida Panthers against the Red Wings tonight. Florida at minus 130, Red Wings plus 108, over under 5.5 goals.
Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com.
With your VSIN Action Update, I'm Matt Pauley on 1010XL.
All right, Jacksonville, Florida summer doesn't ease in. It shows up angry. One day you're fine, the next day your AC is fighting for its life. If your unit barely survived last year, don't push your luck. Make the smart move now. Call Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Honest pricing, no surprise markups. With the Beat the Heat early special, you can save $500 off a new AC system. Don't wait till it's 98 degrees and everyone's scrambling. Call for your free in-home estimate today. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Did you know your roof ages from the inside out? By the time you see a leak, damage already exists beneath the shingles. Sun exposure, humidity, and seasonal storms slowly weaken roofing materials over time. If your roof is 15 years old or more, then now is the time to start planning, not reacting. At Endless Summer Roofing, we provide professional inspections and clear guidance so you can make informed decisions. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com to schedule a free inspection. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summer.
Throw your rifle and rod in the truck every Saturday morning.
This could be really special.
Go hunting and fishing with Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Walls on the Nimnicht Outdoors Show. Saturday mornings from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple of years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. People ask me all the time what's healthy. And that's hard because healthy is different from losing weight. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle. There are a lot of foods out there that are healthy foods, but they're not going to support your weight loss. And that's what we're here to help with. We're here to help you get in the healthy foods that are going to help you lose weight. The Awaken 180 difference is our coaches. It's our team. You can find things online about weight loss, but you try them yourself and they just don't work. And that's because everyone is different. And that's what our coaches are so skilled at helping you figure out.
Thanks, Paige. Hacker here. Figuring it out, that's what I needed. And the reason I chose Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Not a med, not a diet plan. I wanted a solution. Do what I did and make a 180 with your health and weight. Schedule your Awaken 180 consultation today. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world #1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
Firefighters, paramedics, police officers. They take care of us, and at AMCO, we're proud to take care of them. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. As an essential business, we work on every kind of car repair with flexible financing and extra safety precautions. Essential, reliable, trusted. That's the men and women who are there for us, and it's our honor to be there for them. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia. AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Well, we spring forward. That's great for a little late afternoon sunshine, but, it's going to get light about 9:30 out here this morning, apparently. So, 6:50, and no sunshine in sight out here, so sunglasses at night, you bet. You see what I did there, E.T.? Welcome back, everybody. From one musical rendition to another, let's just cue up the old football fix, shall we? A lot to get to. Before we filter through the names that were signed yesterday and the places they've gone to, let me just kind of set the table overall on the free agency yesterday. It's a good time to get rich in the NFL. First things first, 8 players yesterday either became the highest paid player at their respective position in NFL history or the highest paid free agent at their position in terms of average annual salary. Here are the Elite 8. Trent McDuffie, that was actually a trade, but got a big deal, 4-year, $124 as a corner, so that's, $31 million a year. Laramie Tunsil, the old Lake City product. 2 years, $60 million extension, so that's a record for free agent numbers. Jalen Phillips, edge rusher to the Panthers, 4-year, $120. Alec Pierce of the Colts, the receiver, 4 years, $114 million. Pierce is a good example, by the way, of why I don't buy into, I would not be in favor of the Jags and the BTJ trade market. Alec Pierce, a perfect example. It took this guy 3 or 4 years. In other words, just what you do like the second year of your 8-year career should not in any way define you, just as the first year doesn't guarantee you all-pro status. But trading BTJ to me seems like would be a really foolish thing to do. And not that they will. It seems to be a lot of talk around it, though. It's strange. Tyler Lindenbaum got 3 years, $81 million. He's a center. Kenneth Walker, record deal for the Chiefs. Isaiah Likely to the Giants. So McDuffie, Tunsil, Linderbaum, Stout, they get the highest paid players ever at their position. Meanwhile, Phillips, Pierce, Walker, Likely all get the title of owning the highest paid free agent contracts ever at their respective positions. And so it goes. Meanwhile, the Jags wouldn't have had to get into a bidding war for Devin Lloyd, as it turns out. 3 years, $45 million seems very affordable, and if we had been throwing around those kind of numbers a month or two ago, I think we'd be reacting with some shock and dismay this morning. Clearly, the Jags, I would assume they kind of make their decision ahead of time. Whether or not the money is a few million different, I don't know. But to see Devin Lloyd just 3 for $45 million with Carolina seemed a bit low. Travis Etienne, I mentioned earlier, also assigned. He gets was it about $13 million a year from the New Orleans Saints. There is still talent available, although most of the big names in free agency are gone. And you can pick and choose where you want to look and who has grabbed whom. The Jags re-signed Monteric Brown and Dennis Gardeck. That's it. They've done nothing else. They've lost a couple players. But if you want to know where Jonathan Franklin Myers or Kenneth Walker or this guy or the other, they're scattered all over the league. The conference got better. The Chiefs are a lot better with Kenneth Walker. The Ravens are a lot better with Max Crosby. Here's who's left. Joey Bosa is an edge rusher, 5-time Pro Bowler, 1-year deal with the Bills. Not a bad rotational piece. There's a corner, Nashawn Wright. I can't imagine the Jags would go after free agent corners, not with what they did yesterday. Romeo Dobbs, a receiver, not needed here. Here's a tackle, Braden Smith, ranked as the 7th best free agent. Tells you how many have already been scooped up when you look at a list. And the 6th best free agent available right now, Aaron Rodgers, a 42-year-old quarterback who's not done anything in 4 or 5 years. That's the 6th best free agent. Oof. Number 5, Juwan Jennings is out there again, receiver. No need here. Tariq Woolen, a corner for the Seattle Seahawks, had been rumored as a potential target here. I think with the signing of Monteric Buster Brown yesterday, that probably takes that off the table. You would think. Kyler Murray. So we saw Tua go to the Falcons. Kyler Murray, yet unsigned. We'll see where he lands. What might it be? Pittsburgh. Might it be Minnesota? 28 years old, 2 Pro Bowls. He was a first-team All-Pro in 2024, E.T. Did you know that?
Oh, wow.
2024, not that long enough.
Correct.
Not that long ago. First-team All-Pro. And the number 1 free agent still available. And the only one, really, if the Jags were going to go outside the lines and outside of a comfort level, if there was one name that would really juice you, it would be the number 1 name on the free agent list. And by the way, he was the number 1 ranked free agent before it started. No day 1 move for Trey Hendrickson. But the now 31-year-old 4-time Pro Bowler is coming off injury-marred season where he got way less production than we've seen of late. Well, you're talking about a guy that had 17.5 sacks in 2023 and 2024. Had a core muscle injury and surgery that ended his season, cut his season short last year. Played just 7 games. This guy is a guaranteed pass rush. He is all over the quarterback on just about every passing play is what it seems like.
You know how there's basketball terms say he's a certified bucket? You just said it right. He's a certified pass rush.
Yeah, he does. He gets there like if you track his out, he gets to averages like 1 a game.
Yeah.
Right, like 38 in the last 40. It's those kind of numbers that jump out with Hendrickson. All right, the big mover and shaker yesterday was the Raiders. Right, the Raiders, dysfunctional would be putting it mildly. The Raiders had a 1-year coach, right? Pete Carroll in and out. And then the Raiders went into free agency, and they just went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. After trading Max Crosby, by the way, and picking up a couple of first-rounders, the Raiders got Tyler Linderbaum. They paid him the highest-paid center of all time. Look, Ashton Genty, they've got to have got no help last year from the O-line. Fernando Mendoza, a rookie quarterback. You certainly want to see him protected, so they helped there. They also signed Nakobe Dean. That's a 3-year deal at linebacker. They signed Quay Walker from the Packers, so they completely rebuild their linebacking unit. Kwity Paye, 3-year, $48 million. He comes over from, I believe, the Indianapolis Colts most recently. Eric Stokes returns to Vegas, 3-year, $30 million. They signed Jalen Naylor, a receiver from Minnesota. So the Raiders were, the most active yesterday. They spent a lot of money on a lot of talent that they very much need. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. We'll carry on here on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. I'll remind you that The Fix is brought to you by my friends at the Joint Great Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. And we'll be talking a lot of golf here today. We kick off our Players Championship coverage live from TPC Sawgrass. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get a Gator baseball chomp on 1010XL.
It's a Sunshine State Tuesday night treat in the Swamp. Number 20 Florida State and 23rd ranked Florida. Tonight at 7 on 1010 AM.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, why is it that when you look at how long a store has been in business, that it always seems to be the stores like Underwood's that sell fine quality that have been around the longest?
Frank, that's a question that really doesn't get asked a lot, but it should be. There are a number of reasons, but probably the biggest is because of the endorsements our longtime customers and their pieces of jewelry have given us through the years. You see, when you sell really fine quality jewelry, that piece will last longer and always stay beautiful. It might stay in the same family for generations, and through those years of wear, a lot of compliments will be made and a lot of people will be told where the piece of jewelry came from. You see, at a store like Underwood's, it's our stated goal to be the best jeweler in the South, not the biggest, so everything we do and carry has to help move us toward that goal. And ultimately, it's the satisfied customers wearing fine quality jewelry that have kept Underwood's in Jacksonville since 1928.
Underwood's in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Mike Dempsey. If you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5 Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5 Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Spring is almost here. Is your yard ready? Lucas Tree Service, a family-owned business with over 45 years of experience, is your local certified arborist for tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for residential or commercial properties. Protect your home, boost your curb appeal, and get top-notch service from a Jacksonville company. Make sure your trees are healthy and safe before summer hits. Schedule your tree inspection today at lucastreeservice.com.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jax. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jax, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjax.com.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jacksonville University women won the ASUN title in overtime and punched their ticket, their second ever, to the March Madness, tying the winningest season in program history. Jags made a cap move. Jacksonville released tight end Johnny Muntz, clearing the nearly $3 million for 2026. Brendan Strange leads the room as the team eyes fresh tight end help in the draft. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 7:04 and it's 64 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the 7 o'clock hour as the guys do the show from the Players Live right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You should know better by now, bro. You got to confirm those things when we're out and about on places, and it won't be a big, disconnect here. But I mean, you ought to know better. You can't just throw that up there like we're in studio, right? That's on you. I got to put that one on. I can't even put that on Hick. I got to put that one on you. You got to know that we're off on location somewhere. You can't just be ready to go like right on the tippy toe of time.
And then I'm looking at the screen and I don't even see him. I'm like,
of course
dang.
not. Right, that's right. That's why you got to be a little bit. Richie right now is like a lighthouse. He's got a beacon of his phone, and he's like waving it back and forth. As Dan, we're at Trucks on 10, by the way. If you want to stop by and buy us some food at any point of this morning, that's where we'll be located. But we'll have the Hick and Rival here momentarily, and he will share his wits and witticisms on the beginning of free agency, the players, and all that good stuff as well. I don't care what sport it is. You gotta look. Sometimes, as analysts, you get too cute, right? You got to get too smart. So I don't know who. Insert reading glasses here, babe. All right, I don't know who Brentley Romine of the Golf Channel is, but I would suggest to young Brentley Romine that if you are going to power rank the field for the players. That if you put I don't care if he was 24th last week. If you put anyone other than Scotty Scheffler as number one, you're outthinking it.
Oh, who'd he put number one?
You're trying to be too smart. And by the way, if you don't put Scotty and you want to put Morikawa, who's been hot, or Rory, I mean, I get it. This isn't a power ranking. This isn't the world golf ranking. It's okay to not believe that Scotty Scheffler might win the tournament this week. But if you're power ranking the 2026 Players Championship, is there any world that you can put them all through the filter and let the golfers plinko their way down the playoff the rankings? Is there any way at all that you can come up with Siwoo Kim? Is that even does that even matter? Like, if you're look, okay, you don't want to put Scheffler, okay, you don't want to go world golf ranking, that's fine. Of the 144 in the field, or 123 in the field, you're telling us Siwoo Kim is the number one power rank golfer. Interesting. And you're the Golf Channel. Huh. Who knew? Now, E, you can do it over again.
Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Trucks on 10, baby. Yeah, that's fair.
There we go.
Because we were a little worried when they told us where we were, because for two guys that have been at the Players for 40 years, are there two guys that know less where where things are?
It's challenging.
Because I did the same thing as you. I didn't have anyone to call.
I knew it was past 10, but there's a turn right before 10, and I said,
I took it.
Yeah.
The one that goes down by past the bathroom there? Yeah.
We're darn near out on the fairway in a way, aren't we? They'll hit it farther, but we're past the tees.
I think the sun will come up about 10:30 this morning, and we'll get an idea. That's what it feels like as we lose an hour.
It's great. It's great to be back.
Oh, God. Beautiful weather all week, huh? Because we can get some cold, the temperature.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any cold weather this year, and we've had that. And, last year we were bundled up like we're at the North Pole.
Yeah. Crazy stuff at sports. What a day yesterday. Obviously, we're talking a lot of golf today. We got brunch with the tour and such coming up. Lee Smith will join us around 8:15. But, around here we talk a lot of football and a lot going on with the Jags. And I guess the best way to summarize day one, and I don't know what people were expecting.
Yeah.
I mean, we all knew the Etienne and Lloyd were going to go. I think the most surprising thing was Etienne got more money than Devin Lloyd. 4 for 52, 3 for 45.
Yeah. I didn't think of it. I was looking more at the AAV.
If you want to look at it that way.
Devin Lloyd was way cheaper than we would have thought.
Yeah.
That was the most surprising that the Jags probably knew these things.
Oh, yeah.
Or they know them better than we do.
I think the market was, the response for the media was that the market was softer for the off-ball linebackers, or they don't pay a lot for that position.
Yeah.
And so ultimately it wasn't a huge deal for Devin Lloyd, but nonetheless a number that the Jags didn't feel like they could hit, obviously. So the best way to look at it, if you just get antsy at free agency because you want them to do something, the best thing I saw all day was that there are only 4 teams did not make external additions during free agency so far. Only 4 teams: Seahawks, Broncos, Jags, Eagles. All 4 of those won at least 11 games last year.
Yeah. You can't stand totally pat, and they will.
No.
They've got a draft, and
Yeah.
they will add some guys
Yeah,
in
of
free
course they
agency. But
will.
we've known the only, almost when it started, Hick, the only name that would have made you go, wow, what a blockbuster would have been Hendrickson, no? Is there another free agent name? We've heard rumors about this interior defensive lineman.
And, all weekend long, it was Max Crosby, then Jalen Carter, and so those were out there. Maybe that whetted the appetite of the fan base too, which I would totally understand. Look, I'm of the belief, and I'm not a GM, so I'm just an armchair quarterback, but I'm of the belief that you can get anybody you want whenever you want. You can make it work if you want them bad enough, and I think most.
The Rams did that.
I think there's truth to that. I do believe that you can, if you want somebody, you can get them. You may have to get rid of a couple other people to get said person, but you can get them. So the Jags did their thing, and the other thing is, I think we're sort of all waiting now with Gladstone for the big deal because he's shown obviously
that would be Hendrickson, right? Isn't that about it? Unless it's a trade.
Yeah, unless he does a trade, right? So anyway, we'll see how it all let it play out, and we'll go from there. But man, it's like wash, rinse, repeat. NFL free agency. The teams with the most amount of money to spend it. The Raiders and Titans added boatloads of guys. It's like the Panthers. Panthers added Devin Lloyd and Jalen Phillips. And Panther fans should be excited. From the outside looking in, I'm like, well, you overpaid for both.
Yeah,
Devin Lloyd's had one great year. One.
Yeah, and he's an inside linebacker.
Jalen Phillips, I mean, he ain't. That kind of money you
seemed excessive.
You want to give to Myles Garrett.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
the money just keeps getting more and more.
It's crazy. And have at it, boys.
Yeah.
It's not mine. But
makes it hard to manage a roster, though, when you got to pay guys that are 10th best at the position, the most at the position, and that just ratchets it up for everyone else that comes behind. It never ends.
Yeah. So,
and I'll say this too: when it comes to the Jaguar fan and they want to see more in free agency, I'll remind you that last year,
and I don't know that they do. I
think they do.
I mean,
I think you want to see something.
Yeah,
I mean,
you always
that's fair.
do. Yeah.
But last year, I mean, I got news for you. Nobody knew who Jordan Lewis was when they signed him.
Well,
you'd heard of like Diggs and right. I mean, I'm not saying no one knew who he was. I'm just saying that was not a big name.
The other guys,
Macari, Edoga, Hainsey, and down the line, Gardeck. It was just a bunch of guys. So
the Raiders paid $28 million a year for Linderbaum.
For a center? Yeah, that's a lot.
A lot of money.
The rumor deal that I trust these rumors about as far as the basement stairs go for some of these reports. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm not. Would you give up your only second round pick and your third round pick for Jalen Carter and then pay him $25 a year? Do you do that?
I don't know.
You would be left, and I don't know either. You'd be left with your first draft pick showing up at 80 something on the third day.
Teams have done that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's for them to decide. Would I do it? I mean, how confident am I as a drafter?
Well, how confident that Jalen Carter?
I've always rather taken the player.
Yeah.
How good is Jalen Carter?
Well, and also
he's
a little bit erratic. I mean, he's been suspended for spitting on people. Yeah, the stuff at Georgia driving.
They chose the Eagles. Chose the other guy.
Yeah. They paid him, the other Georgia guy.
Yeah, Jordan Davis, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens going forward. It's just off to the races. But gosh, it's so much better than baseball. Hot stove.
Yeah,
because it just all happens.
Boom.
It's almost, you can't keep up with it. Just a flurry.
I was enjoying.
activities.
I was watching Schefter yesterday at 6, right at the top of their sports center.
Uh-huh.
I do enjoy them, like in the middle of talking, looking at their
Yeah.
phone, just so they can report some third-string receiver going to the Broncos.
Punters were getting signed yesterday, and a lot of crazy stuff going on. They said the reports were Lloyd had to decide between Carolina and Cincinnati. The Natty was after him as well. So, regardless, hey, congrats to those guys. See how it goes. You got to trust your front office. They've earned that trust after a year. So, and again, I Liam Cohen, great coach. I am not content, as many are, with Tootin as my lead back. I'm just not. I don't see what people see. So, but with that said, part of me is like, Liam don't want to run it anyway.
I feel like in
let it rip.
I feel like in today's day and age, if you're healthy and Tootin gets the carries, he'll give you 1,000 yards, 4.1 a pop at worst. I would think if he got the repetition, but we'll see. I think ultimately when it comes to that veteran back, it's going to be kind of like what he suggests. It's going to be Rashad White for nothing.
Yeah,
kind of
Rico Dowdle came off the board.
They're all off the board. There's hardly anyone left.
Off the board.
All the Gainwell's off the board.
Yeah,
they're all off the board at the running back.
Maybe they're going to draft a guy.
Etienne and Walker, the big names, the little names. They'll definitely draft a running back, I would think. There's not enough on the roster, you would think, but again, you're pounding one of the league's worst rush defenses in the playoffs, and you stopped running it. So I don't know if that was just a blip or if that's a strategy.
Well, it's a beautiful morning out here. I've been over in this area before,
looking for your ball,
looking for my ball.
Mm-hmm. This would be.
I've hit off of this pine straw.
This would be kind of where you'd wipe a little fade, a little too far right, and it'd hit the cart path and jiggle, trundle down here into the woods. So I feel you. Yeah, all the years I played here, I may very well have been here at some point myself.
Yeah, for
knocking it off of something. Can I say one thing about Etienne and I guess in Trevor, the same draft class?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how bad things have been around here? So as Etienne leaves at the end of his 5 years here, okay, a member of the 2021 draft class, okay, the 2021 draft class is the first draft class since 1998 to play their rookie deal out and have 3 winning seasons and 2 playoff appearances. Hasn't happened. If you were drafted in 1998, you had 2 winning seasons and 2 playoffs. Every draft class from 98 on never had, all 5 years, never had 3 winning years and 2 playoff appearances in that 5-year window.
Not great.
That's how bad it's been and how
as a player,
promising it is now.
As a player, you're almost better. Like, they always talk about teams got to draft and develop and how many get to their second contracts, right? But dang, as a player, it's almost better to be good but not great, so they let you go, so then you go hit free agency for your second contract. You hit the mother load, man. Those guys, because all these guys were giving up because the truth of the matter is, like I said, I think any team can keep any player they want. They deem those guys not worth it. They let, and I'm not just talking Etienne and Lloyd, I'm talking whoever, let Linderbaum, whoever. And these guys hit the mother load in free agency. Those are the winners individually, not team. Individually, you're better off when the team that drafted you says,
Devin Lloyd.
You're a starter, but you know what? We're not going to pay you star money.
Well, I tell you what's always
crazy
is reemphasized to me in free agency.
Yeah.
It's just how mismatched salaries are only based on the position you play. And I'll just give you an example. Jacoby Myers is a good receiver.
Yeah.
He gets $5 million more a year than the only All-Pro we've had in 10 years. Like
weird.
Devin Lloyd, $15 million a year. Nope, not a good work. And I'm not banging on Jacoby. I think they need him. I don't, but
I gave up trying to figure that out a long time.
Yeah, it's just weird.
That's like the trade. Why do you get him for a second round and him for a 5th round?
Right. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Or 2 firsts for this guy and a 3rd for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Fair.
Who was it? I forget.
I saw
7th rounder yesterday, and Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
I said, damn, Dolphins are having just a wholesale. Who do you want?
Mm-hmm.
If I were the Jags, I'd call him about that Seiler guy, who's a defensive tackle, who's a good football player.
Okay.
Shoot, why? If you're giving everybody away, we'll take him for for a 4th, 5th, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Go get him.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're just warming up. We got a big day today, right?
Of course we do. We will visit with Lee Smith, Executive Director of the Players Championship. He'll take Stewie Moore's place and brunch with the tour this week.
Okay.
We decided that the Players is too big a week to have Stewie around.
Stewie's out.
He's out with the Champions Tour somewhere, I
Okay.
suppose.
Oh, wow.
So, well, yeah, that'll be fun for him, and we'll have fun with Lee, and we'll
All right.
talk about this unbelievable showcase event. And
unbelievable.
If you've been here like as long as we have, Hick, and you even a little bit longer than me, you guys, it'd be fun to time travel you jokers back to 1990 and let you walk the grounds here.
Yeah.
It would look nothing like what you see now.
It's
It
a
would
little
look more
different.
like you're just playing over at, Oak Bridge.
Yeah.
This is the drill, the 10-minute drill and more when we return on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The game's best golfers and one of the most beautiful courses in the world. Catch live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates from the players. Capped by Corona, Campione Law, and TopDressing.com on 1010XL.
Homeowners, ready to open your home to spring and shut out high energy bills? It's 31 days of spring savings with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, buy 2 windows or doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. But this offer expires March 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, gang, let me tell you the symptoms of a garage door opener going bad or a garage door system going bad. They don't fail all at once. They get loud, they start shaking, they struggle to open. Those are symptoms. When those symptoms start, don't wait, because then one day you're going to go out, you're in a hurry, and it ain't going to open. And then you got to call my boys at Action Garage Door Services, and they're there for you, man. And by the way, jump on it right now in the spring. They will do a comprehensive garage door safety tune-up. Basically $79, normally almost $150. They'll inspect your springs, rollers, cables, lubricate all the moving parts, make the minor adjustments, make sure your door is safe and running the way it should. How do you do that? You just go to GarageDoor911.com. GarageDoor911.com, and Jeff and Art, his people are ready to move. GarageDoor911.com takes you to Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service, premium people. It's Action Garage Door.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
If you gotta have more Gators, get them anytime with the Gator Podcast channel. Served up by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whenever you're ready, the Gator Podcast channel is too. On the video and social channels of 1010XL.
Firehouse Subs is adding a new heavy hitter to the roster. The Chicken and Cheddar Rancher. Grilled chicken, melted cheddar, crispy bacon stacked high with fresh toppings, creamy buttermilk ranch. The Chicken and Cheddar Rancher. Only at Firehouse Subs.
Hey, gang, if, like mine, your lawn took a beating this winter, listen up. Turn like I did to my friends at Julington Creek Pest Control. If you live out in St. Johns County, you know they're the bellwether. They're the standard, and they've just started the first of 3 rounds of premium granular fertilizer. No cheap liquid fertilizer here. No custom blended for Northeast Florida's lawns. Their certified technicians give that slow-release nutrients, rebuilding your lawn thick, strong, and green over time. Plus, they protect your home from pests and termites as well. Call Julington Creek Pest Control today. Our family serving yours since 1984.
The new Ackerman Cancer Center is now open in World Golf Village with state-of-the-art technology that detects cancer fast and accurately. Same-day appointments are available where faster answers meet compassionate care. AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
We know what to look for. We go right to the source, the connections. But yeah, we go directly to the source.
Dan and John Lupo at Beards Diamonds talking about what it means to be a direct diamond importer.
We do a lot of business out of India. We do a lot of business out of Antwerp, Belgium, Israel, Africa as well. We will do whatever it takes to get the stone that the customer wants at the best price guaranteed.
So every diamond at Beards is hand-picked and brought in with no third-party markups. And so with no commission salespeople and no Wall Street quotas, Beards can price every diamond for less.
If they've been shopping, which we encourage, and then come to us, and they're kind of, at first, they're like, oh, why is this $5,000 or $7,000 less?
Best value guarantee, best selection guarantee, best experience, bar none, guaranteed. From Jacksonville's locally owned Diamond Powerhouse.
The family, the relaxed atmosphere, and we're there for each other.
It gives us a big advantage being local, and we love Jacksonville. The money stays in Jacksonville, by the way.
Beards Diamonds in St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! All right, live from the players. We got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We got the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we have some razzle-dazzle, I believe, to hand out. What are we handing out today, sir?
Unfortunately, the no holds barred live conversation that got canceled due to lack
By
of
the way,
ticket sales.
nice job by you.
What I do?
Well, you got Goots kicked out of town. He had to cancel. Who? Goots.
Goots.
Who's Goots? Steve Gutenberg.
He canceled.
Good. Goots canceled.
Yeah, I guess he found out they're going to be asking him about that whole
I heard you.
Central
heard you
Park
talk.
nudity thing.
Said, I'm not coming.
I think that's fair.
So I got a pair of tickets.
So then we decided to do a no holds barred $1,000 a ticket for meat.
That didn't go over well?
Oh, it went over great.
Okay.
Well, we'll have further announcement of that.
Further announcement.
Further announcement.
He got postponed, but right now I got a pair of tickets to see the orchestra starring former members of ELO live at the Florida Theater
wonderful.
March 18th. Tickets on sale at floridatheater.com, but one lucky winner could win a pair of tickets at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Oh, that's terrific.
Shout out to JU ladies.
Yes.
The JU women's basketball team has won the A-Sun tournament. They're going to March Madness for, I think, just the second time.
It got a little dicey. They had a nice 13-point fourth quarter lead, and Let's Go P got it back to even, and we went overtime, and JU took charge in overtime and was able to win. So, yeah, very nice for them. Tough loss for the Bulls girls yesterday. I tell you what, in terms of basketball, hits and misses.
Okay.
Hit, Final Four at UNF. Terrific. 6,000 last night to watch Jackson. UNF basketball player walk in there and go, what the hell?
Jackson lost on a tip-in, didn't
On a tip-in, man.
It was awful.
Oh, you got to box out.
Awful.
Oh.
It's the kid who missed the free throws.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh.
No, the kid missed the free throws.
He missed two free throws.
Yeah, then they missed the rebound. They got the rebound and missed, and then he got it and stuck it in with half a second
tough
to go.
loss.
Was that the final or the semi?
That's
Semi.
BK goes today for two, boys and girls, so it's a Bishop Kenny kind
That's
of day.
cool for that to be in town.
Every Catholic from Kenny should be at the UNF arena today to cheer him on. But anyway, hits the Final Four at UNF. Lakeland,
the high school Final Four.
Yeah, Lakeland antiseptic. Too far. I've been down there for a bunch. Yeah. It's just too far.
I think it helps. We got some Jacksonville. Jacksonville's good right now in basketball.
Maybe, but nonetheless, great. And listen, Jackson supports Jackson. I mean, terrific crowd last night.
Yes.
But anyway, just for the whole 2 weeks, it's been tremendous.
All right, good.
Hits, misses, A-Sun, no UNF-JU. UNF and JU, in that respect, got to step up and get to the arena. The arena downtown and be a part of that, and got to support it more because there's empty houses. JU did bring its student athletes yesterday, which was nice, but a lot of it's just interesting watching that unfold. But the Final Four at UNF, that should stay there forever because it's great for the kids too. You're playing now. Look, you're playing in a great environment in a state semi and a state final. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. So
I've been to games in Lakeland, like Rebald against Orlando Evans, where it can be the perfect matchup to get you a big building, a big crowd. But I've been to a lot of games like Arlington Country Day and others.
The most games that I went to down there,
like
we
1,000
had
people, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
and they're all. It's kind of like, and I don't know how they would do it, like in baseball. The Final Four are in these big spring training stadiums down in the Southwest Florida, and it's great for the kids to play in them. But the excitement of at the school where everybody's there, feels like everybody, is
I wonder if it'd be more like if you went to Florida or Florida State, played them there.
Yeah.
That'd probably be pretty cool for the high school athletes at that point.
As far as what, the hoops?
For the state. Baseball, I mean.
Oh, baseball. Yeah, that might be good. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they can. Maybe they can't.
I don't know if the timing's right. I think they still.
Oh, that's fair.
Right?
They still got season going on.
because they're going on in May. But anyway, good stuff and heartbreak for Jackson. So, but a great year, 28-2. Don't hold your head down. I mean, it's just tough though. It's the worst.
Do we have anybody else left?
Yeah, we got Kenny today, 2 boys and girls, and then we got Fleming Island, and then we got Bartram Trail.
We've had so many of the kids. I saw, we have so many of the kids come through for the Lock and Law, and you got to get.
I got.
You get involved and you root for them. And
I think tomorrow on the drill we celebrate. I believe you slated that. I got some word from my P-Town gang that you set up some Providence state champs.
P-Town?
Yeah, so that'll be fun. So we'll do that as well tomorrow. But anyway, it's a great event. If you can make it over there, it's really, it's real accessible, real easy to get to. So it should be a lot of fun over there tomorrow. So good luck to Kenny, boys and girls today. We've visited with both. We had Drew Jackson and gang on last week, and then we had the girls, right? Miss Deegan and the rest. So anyway, hopefully they can go get themselves state championship. So that's going on. World Baseball, we got to dust up amongst teammates, man. We got to trouble in Seattle, sleepless in Seattle for the fan base is Randy Arozarena and Big Dumper hate each other.
Huh?
Did you see that last night?
I didn't know. I watched some of the game. I fell asleep to
Randy Arozarena goes up to the plate and sees Big Dumper, obviously goes to shake his hand, gets no handshake.
Okay.
And then proceeds in 4 languages after the game to roast the Big Dumper.
Yeah.
Hates him. Dog cusses him.
Was he doing it because he's on the other team
I
right
guess.
now?
I guess. So, yeah, we got, and then the other thing, and by the way, kudos to the WBC. They've obviously done it right because I pay more attention to it. I think more people are paying more attention to it. I can't wait to get Murph on whenever we talk to him again. Scooble, what a nut job. Scrooble.
Yeah,
what the hell, dude? This is the
book on him.
toughest decision of my life. To pitch another game? You threw 40 pitches the other day.
I know.
I got to go back to. I didn't realize it was going to be. What is?
Now,
has this guy been living in a cave?
Wasn't that Skeen's second time pitching?
No,
that was his first. Also,
yeah. So
I thought he pitched the first game like 3 or 4 innings. Is that their third game or only their second?
Third game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who pitched? Because Scooble pitched the second.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I don't mean to bog you down.
McLean goes today.
Yeah, that's your guy.
My guy. And but yeah, Scooble.
I thought it was weird too, but he's got that twitch eye, crazy eye.
I still haven't gotten over it. I just weird. What a weird cat, man.
And I wouldn't think that the Tigers are, making him come back. I wouldn't think.
Dude,
what do you care? You just work out with your team.
When you
I don't I
got to ask Murph.
I'll tell you,
maybe I'm missing something.
Here's something else we can do.
Yeah.
I'll give the World Baseball Classic credit for this.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you've ever looked the country up in the encyclopedia, you can be considered a citizen of that country.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they just play them everywhere. You get the most mismatched guys. And I got some ginger playing for,
We got my boy Colby Halter for Team Israel. He went to Bishop Kenny.
Yeah.
We got Dane Dunning from Clay pitching for, was it the Netherlands? I think.
Right.
No,
That's
it's
what
like
I mean.
Korea or something.
Oh, yeah, Korea.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. That's like they do some sort of passport manipulation to get these guys good to go. There's a lot of, wasn't Randy Arozarena, is he not Dominican? Have we not been playing as Dominican his whole career or Nicaraguan or something? a Rosarena, or has he always been Mexican?
I think he's. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a good. I don't know, but certainly there's some business going on when you decide where you're.
Man,
playing
when you brought
and
up
stuff.
the dumper in a Rosarena, it made me recall just how close they were to having an unbelievable special year in Seattle, huh?
Oh yeah.
Seahawks ended up winning the Super Bowl,
Oh,
which you
yeah.
wouldn't have expected, and the Mariners could have.
And the
They were this close.
Sonics playoff. run.
Sonics are coming back, baby.
Yeah.
Don't diss them.
Kraken raising the
How'd
cup.
your team do last night? They played late.
We lost.
Oh.
Lost both in L.A. So
Clippers are playing good.
we slid that one by E yesterday. He didn't.
Did you?
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh yeah, the Lakers had beat them the night before.
Yeah.
I wondered that. I figured he'd miss that for
Yeah,
me.
he didn't need it.
He's probably too sore.
Yeah, I was sore in him up. I was in recovery.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything bad about E, but my muscles were sore for like a few days, maybe longer than just the one that you apparently have all you've needed. The problem with me was the back didn't start barking. The back didn't feel it for like 2 weeks.
Oh no.
And then it came and never left. So
Oh, dear.
yeah, be careful.
Oh, dear.
Godspeed, my friend.
Oh dear. So anyway, yeah. So the other thing is the Americans, Gainey's town out there, Houston. Poor job of USA showing up, man. It was pro Mexico in Houston, Texas. I mean, I know there are a lot of Mexican folk in Houston, but we need red, white, and blue. That's home field advantage, baby. I thought it was seemed to be a
Out there in Ciudad Juarez.
Yeah, it seemed to be a little more Mexico there than US of A. Murph told me he might be going down for the games, but man, like tonight, I think it's tonight, the Dominican and Venezuela. Ooh, I'd love to go to that game.
I don't. We
the boys hit the drums and dance and sing.
Cunha, get to watch him. That's another fun thing about the World Baseball Classic. Like Ozzie Albies hit a walk-off for another one. You get to watch your guys.
Yeah.
Shout out Nacho. Couldn't quite handle Skeens last night. But
Nacho was barking at the ump too.
Was he?
And he had an at bat.
Get him, Nacho.
Then they pinch hit for Nacho the last time.
Well, I went to sleep.
Nacho
night.
Yeah, and then the last guy up for Mexico comes to the plate, and I don't know the Red Sox pitcher, but he was throwing some gas, and guy comes up and says 0 for 3, 3 Ks.
Yeah.
I'm like, this ain't gonna go good for you, son. And strike one, strike two swing, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna go 0 for 4.
I give Mexico credit. 5-3 final.
Oh yeah,
they had beaten the U.S. all three previous matchups.
I thought they were 1 and 2. I thought U.S. was 1 and 2.
It was going. I'm just going by what I read in the game story. So
you might be right.
I'm just. Going.
I know that. Yeah, but nonetheless, we're in. We'll move on. We win it tonight. We win the group, and then we go to knockouts. So, but it looks like Japan always plays well. The Dominican lineup is.
I'm curious. I have not been. Is Venezuela winning? Because they have more talent than you would think. I know just because I follow Acuna, but then I have all these other guys.
I think it's Dominican Venezuela tonight for that group.
That's a fun watch.
Yeah,
fun watch. Get you ready for baseball. Major League Baseball season like a couple weeks away.
But all right, let's do this. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. E, one more time. No holds barred on hold, but what do you have?
On hold, yes, that is correct. But I got a pair of tickets to the orchestra featuring former members of ELO live at the Florida Theater. It's going down March 18th. Tickets on sale now at floridatheater.com. But one lucky winner, hit me up right now, 904-641-1010. You know what to do. Holla at your boy.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Don't miss the music of ELO.
Don't bring me down.
The orchestra with former members of Electric Light Orchestra. Catch all the hits March 18th at Florida Theater. The orchestra. Get tickets now at floridatheater.com.
Hey, gang, beat the spring clean and rush color cleaning heroes at Zero Res. Spring forward feels better on those freshly clean carpets and floors. Let Zero Res remove lingering grime and prepare your home for the brighter days ahead. Check out all the raging customer reviews online with a 4.9 Google rating. 4.9. This month, by the way, that's out of a 5.0. This month, $50 per room of carpet clean. $50 per room of carpet clean. That's it. Plus, take 25% off hard floor cleaning, hardwood, tile, LVP when you ask for the 1010 XL special. That's all you got to do. Oh, what else do I do, Dan? Do they just show up magically? No, you got to call them. 287-5727, 287-5727, or just go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. That's ZeroResJacksonville.com. Spell it forwards or backwards. Guess what, gang? It spells the same. Zero Res.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
The action is heating up at Best Bet Jacksonville in April. The $500 buy-in, $100,000 guaranteed no-limit hold'em tournament is back with 4 starting flights April 10th and 11th, all leading to the final day on April 12th, live streamed on Best Bet Live. Do you want another chance at big money? Don't miss the second chance $300 no-limit hold'em tournament, $30,000 guarantee at 2 p.m. on April 12th. See all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Rory McIlroy's not. Hopefully, he'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully.
What was it? I saw he pulled out.
Back. His back flared up.
Spinal.
Thank you. It's spinal. And so he, I believe I saw on the Golf Channel yesterday, released a statement saying that it's a little more, I don't know how you describe
serious,
it.
painful,
ouchy than he anticipated. So he's getting treatment at home in South Florida.
Rory won last year, right?
Yeah, he won the playoff, the Monday playoff.
Oh, yeah. Just JJ. Yeah.
Yeah, remember we did it live.
Yeah, play-by-play.
Play-by-play. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
and
broke all rules.
And so Rory's coming up. He's planning on coming up tomorrow. So we'll find out tomorrow whether he's going to play or not. There was a really good piece on the Golf Channel last night. Those guys do a terrific job. And I didn't know this, and I don't think anybody did. Gary Woodland, and I don't know the medical stuff but very emotional. Gary Woodland had, for those who don't know, had brain surgery basically a few years back and came back, and it was a slow road back. Well, he's got PTSD. I don't know much about PTSD, but in listening to Gary Woodland, he's going through a tough deal.
What about the injury?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know. I guess they say it's somewhat common because of the injury that he had, the brain and things like that. Anyway, just wish him well. What was exhausting for him is wherever he goes to play golf, he's greeted with, Gary, we're so happy you're back and 100%, and he's not 100%. And so he wanted people to know he's not 100%. So anyway, just prayers for that guy and his family.
And you can't even say, well, just accept it. Well, your brain's not working normal.
Yeah.
So you can't, so that's one of those rare exceptions where semantics might matter. And at the same time, people that are saying that are doing it for nothing from a place of love. That's kind of a hard.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So without getting too, because I don't understand the whole medical situation of it, I just know that he knows he's not right yet, and so I hope and pray that he can get right again. But he loves the game, so he wants to, because some people say, well, maybe this is too stressful, maybe you shouldn't play. He goes, no, this is my dream, so I want to play. So I get it. Anyway, so best to him. Good dude.
He won a major, obviously. I think at Pebble. He hasn't been terrible. Like when he first came back, it was like, well he's going to try. Right. He may never play again. Right. But he's kept a card.
Yeah.
He's splashed here or there. At least.
But anyway, it should be a fun event, and we get going on Thursday. Was it last year we had the influencer tournament? Was that last year?
Yeah, I think it was last year. The day before, was it this day? Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday?
I think it was Wednesday.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was here last year or 2 years ago, but I think it was because.
Anyway, they're not having it this year.
Well, last year they had the influencer. Well, we did that.
I remember.
Played so bad. Yeah. That's not the place for them. Don't have an influencer tournament the week of the players. They're not big enough boys for that.
And then, of course, today is Luda.
Oh, Ludacris tonight.
Will you be at Luda tonight?
Oh, I might be on stage with Luda.
Oh, that would be.
You never know where
you out there to introduce him.
Heading out here? Are you heading out here today?
Yeah, I'll be out there for real. Okay. I'll be out, not with Luda, but I'll be out there.
You think Luda done the river run in 2 hours?
I don't know about that, but then again, he's Fast and Furious.
So anyway, that's coming up today, and we'll talk more golf coming up in a little bit with Lee Smith. SEC awards went out yesterday. Coach of the Year, Todd Golden, congratulations. First team, all SEC, Tommy Hawk, congratulations. Second team, all SEC, and SEC Defensive Player of the Year, Ruben Chinyelu.
Good for him.
Congratulations. Just to give you an idea, he's had the best rebounding season in the history of the Florida Gators if your name's not Neil Walk. But go back and look at what Neil Walk did in like 68 and 69. He has like 100 more rebounds than Ruben.
For a while, it was like the Bob Smith guy. He was the one we were looking at.
Neil Walk, the Smith guy's the double-double guy.
Okay.
Neil Walk, I think, averaged was 25.
Yeah, 27.
Yes.
Did we look it up?
Incredible.
That was back in that day. That would happen. Those big guys would have these. Maybe they were allowed to goaltend or something.
I don't know. They eat them up. They eat them up. So anyway.
The big guys now, they just want to shoot threes, so they waiting on the outlet.
That's right. So, but anyway, and then third team all SEC, Alex Condon. No SEC Player of the Year for the Gators. I disagree with that. I think
was it Acuff who they give it to?
Acuff. I think Chandler Parsons was Scotty also SEC Player of the Year?
Scotty Wilbekin?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
He was. If that's the case, they were the best players on the best team.
Was Clayton Player of the Year last year or no?
No, I don't think so.
Would have been after the tournament.
Yeah. Oh, God. But anyway, so congrats to all those guys and all well-deserved. And I think Boogie got left off the all-defensive team. I'm not positive. And if he did, that's criminal.
Yeah, he had a good year.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I didn't see as well. I was indisposed over the weekend. I followed the game a little bit. I didn't see a lick of the games, but I don't know what the stat line ended up for every player. But before Kentucky, Condon had been kind of quietly the best player on the team for the last 3 or 4
Condon's playing well.
He was going 20 and 12. He's gotten that low post move looks smooth again.
Tommy had 17 in the first half and finished with 19 against Kentucky.
I saw they built the big lead, and I just comfortably put the phone away. And
they did. It was It was a good win.
They're light years better than everyone else in the conference. They're way better than everyone in the league.
The interesting thing, and I still haven't confirmed this, my bad, I apologize, but I said this yesterday, and I think this is true. Florida is basically right now projected to be a 1 seed. They may stay on the 1 line even if they don't win the SEC tournament, unless UConn. I think UConn would have to win their tournament and beat St. John's and such, and they might. I mean, their conference is not quite as good as the SEC. There are more minefields for the Gators
More
than
potential
UConn.
losses.
Yeah, but say Florida stays on the 1 line. If they stay on the 1 line, I think they're viewed as the 4th 1 seed. And they would be the 1 seed, I believe, in the South, and Duke would be in the East. And I think the second round in the South is in Houston. And I think a potential Florida-Houston matchup in
if it
Houston
works out that way
could work out. And I don't know that I'm in favor.
Well, not
of
second stage.
second week. Second week. Like you get to the Sweet 16.
They would be Elite 8.
Elite 8 game for the Final Four.
If Houston makes the Elite 8.
1v2.
If Houston
Florida
made the
makes
Elite 8.
it. Yeah, you
right.
don't know.
Or Florida, for that matter.
But it'd be 1v2 in that bracket, and that would be Florida.
See, it's strange. I would think since UConn held that last number 1, it seems like they'd be the
You think they would just fall to 5, but I think Houston.
They're
may
like
have,
7 actually. UConn.
I think they dropped them. So I don't know. And again, a lot to be said, a lot to be determined. But things like that, I don't know, man. I'm not real cool.
I'll give
about that.
I'll give a huge, just massive shout out. What a great coaching job to have this team with this. Like, I now believe they're going to win it all.
Yeah.
I mean, before I could not find a scenario they made to the Final Four. They just made all the adjustments.
Fastest to 100 wins of any basketball coach ever. And when I say this, it's always Billy and some Lon, but it's Billy. And when you're besting Billy in things, 2 number 1 seeds in a row, possibly.
Yeah.
I mean,
even
our back-to-backs were
how about this?
3 and 1,
and he may have saved Strickland's job.
Yeah,
because Strickland, and again, got lucky with Todd Golden. You know who? Bruce Pearl saved the Florida basketball program.
Yeah.
Scott Strickland got a very, very heavy, lean advice, recommendation. He did not even go fly and meet the man in person.
Thank God he didn't say, hired my son, Steven.
Well, so Scott Strickland does not get bonus credit when he couldn't so much as fly out and meet a guy face-to-face. He's Zoom meeting them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't show the importance and priority of baskasball that you'd like to think.
Well, they fired,
but nonetheless, he got the right guy.
They fired the women's basketball coach yesterday. And there was a lot of talk about the Ole Miss coach, Coach Yo, who used to coach at JU, maybe coming to Gainesville. But the early indications, again, I don't know, social media, women's basketball coach experts, and I ain't one of those, said Florida isn't paying the kind of money they need to pay to lure a big name. So maybe just go find the female version of Todd Golden. I don't know.
Yeah, and let's give the money to Condon and move on.
Yeah, we got to take a break. Keep it rolling. This is The Drill. We're live at the Players. We got brunch with the tour. Lee Smith will join us at 8:15. Now, listen, so Stuart's not with us today.
That's right.
I don't know that Lee can actually pick. Did Stuart send in his picks?
No, he said that Lee was picking for him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. But he also sent me picks.
Oh, he did?
Oh, he
okay,
did.
well, maybe Lee said I can't pick.
But
That's what I was wondering.
He also attached Lee in that email. So
Okay.
All right, so we'll see how that pans out. But he did send picks. Okay, because I'm certain. Is he in the lead?
Definitely in the lead.
Yeah, and am I in I get the first pick,
Oh,
right?
you definitely in the butt.
Shut your mouth. I mean, you know what?
In the butt.
Don't attack.
Caboose.
This is the
all right. Let me Randy Rosarena from played for the Cuban national team. He was born in Cuba. He defected to Mexico on a small boat and became a Mexican citizen in 2022.
Well, let me tell you something. So if you defect in a small boat, you can claim that country.
That's right.
If
you row,
I'm cool with that.
Row the boat, baby.
I'm
row the
cool
boat.
with that. I'm back with more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Connect with 1010XL.
On the line, with your friends. Now everyone's exchanging ideas.
Find 1010XL on your social channels.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we know not every injury happens on game day. Sometimes it's rolling your ankle, weekend yard work, or just playing catch with your kids. That's why we built a team of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, experts in everything from knees and shoulders to spine and sports injuries in hand. Whether you're chasing championships or chasing your dog, we've got you. Learn more at osjax.com. That's osjax.com.
Hey, gang, Hickett here for Beards Diamonds. In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. That's Beards. All those jewelers in the town center owned by big Wall Street companies, except for Beards. They're local. The Lupos are terrific folks. They've been serving our community for more than 40 years, and we appreciate them. And listen, I can tell you they got massive diamond inventory. Beards has top bridal brands. Beards has strongest warranties. Beards wins on price every day. But most importantly to you, Beards will guarantee to beat any national chain store on price. You heard me right. Guaranteed to beat any national chain store. So don't buy anywhere until you get a second opinion at Beards. In a world where generic chain stores pop up everywhere, refreshing to see a local place that gives you better selection, higher quality, superior, personalized service, and a much better price. I always say shop local, shop Beards. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
At Hollis Pools, building a pool is personal. We sit down with you, listen to your vision, and bring your backyard dreams to life right here in Northeast Florida. Working with us doesn't feel like working with a contractor. It feels like working with family. Every Hollis Pools project supports Project Savior Outdoors, helping bring hope to our veterans. Visit hollispools.com. Hollis Pools, your vision, your pool, your escape. License number CPC 1461233.
If you want more teal in your daily diet, Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Exclusive guests, sharp analysis, and nonstop Duval football. Served by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. 10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Kubota keeps the job site running smoothly with the #1 selling compact excavator lineup in the world. Reliable, capable, and backed by strong dealer support. Stop by today to power up your crew. Right now, bring home select Kubota excavators with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800. Now through March 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Coastal Equipment in Jacksonville and McClenny to reach your North Florida Kubota Superstore.
I'm Stacy, and I want to tell you about my fogged up window fiasco at my house. I called up Mac at Baker Glass, and he told me all I needed was a glass replacement. The process was so easy. All within a few days, they came out, measured, called me with an estimate, cut my glass, and came out to install the new ones. Now my view outside is fog-free thanks to Mac and his crew at Baker Glass. And my neighbors think I got some fancy new windows.
I'm Mac with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Ahead, we build platforms for digital business. We help create your platform for digital business by weaving together advances in cloud infrastructure, intelligent operations, and modern applications. Digital business is comprised of 5 pillars. We call them imperatives because they're a must-have, not a nice-to-have. We enterprise cloud, integrated security, scaled DevOps, intelligent operations, and relentless automation. Need help with digital transformation? Ahead. Learn, grow, achieve.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, welcome back. We're at the TPC, the Players Stadium course. Beautiful. Can't wait to.
Gosh, it looks so
I haven't
gorgeous.
even seen the course yet.
I walked out and just looked down the 10th fairway, and if it's possible, it looks more manicured and painted on than ever.
Oh, they do such a good job. Yeah.
We got a nice little warm stretch here. I bet it's beautiful out there.
Because they had a tough winter.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that
But we had a little burst here a couple of weeks beforehand.
Yeah.
We were out here for media day, a month ago maybe? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It looks even more spectacular than it did that day, so.
I have a budding situation with our Jacksonville Jaguars, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a ticket issue.
Yeah, I'll take you on the inside here. I have been displaced. I'm a displaced season ticket member.
I hate to see that.
My section has been closed. I got the email.
The riffraff. They putting you with the riffraff?
Well, no, there's no riffraff. I mean, you either sit in sections 1 or 2. I mean, you ain't going up to 4.
Does that mean you can't have, or do they have availability for you to get tickets?
So the way I understand it, I got an email, and so that's why I'm sharing it with the Googans, but I'm one of those guys. I get first dibs, but I don't. It's today. I think today is my select a seat day.
I make some decisions,
and I got to make some decisions here, man. I don't know where
I would suggest
I'm going to be joining you people.
I would suggest with the boy king off to college and the stadium under construction and less home games this year, you maybe take a year sabbatical.
No, that's next year. I'm taking a sabbatical next year.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. I was thinking next year.
Yeah. So this year I'll
okay.
Well, so this year, I'll
level up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
go to the terrace, buddy. Time to be a big shot.
I don't know what's available. I'm going to have to look, and then the other thing
somehow it'll cost you more money, by the way.
Probably. And then the other thing is I got to go. I don't know if there's a certain time. Like I hope it's not during the radio show here. I need to go check the email. It's like at 8:30 till 9:30, you will have an opportunity. If you miss that, you're screwed. No, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's an interesting thing. So we'll see how it all pans out. I'll report back once I accomplish my task. I do know they said it was March 10th, and today is March 10th. So at some point today, I think for some reason 3 o'clock sticks in my head, but I'm not positive.
Can I call a moratorium on one subject, and at least for just a little bit? I don't understand how, and I seem to see more and more of these little side snipe towards Gladstone. Like Gladstone somehow's not doing a good job. His draft wasn't good. His free agents weren't good. We're over the cap. We spent more on Myers than this guy. Why do we have that guy? Why is this guy gone? I mean, you took over a sugar show and you went 13-4, and it's way too early to say that the Travis Hunter is a bust trade.
Yeah.
Why do we have to dumb down progress? Why does we have to be upset about anything or anyone? I think it's a real hard stretch to look at the GM of a crap show franchise who went 13-4 and say he's not done a good job.
Yeah.
It seems early, and maybe he has or hasn't, but I just don't know why you
It's funny you say that, though, because I feel like it's the opposite.
There we go.
So it's kind of cool in that respect. So I guess that just comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I get what you're saying, and I did see some of that. But I get like, why are we anointing every guy who's ever, and listen, God forbid I say this, but I'll just throw it out there a little bit. As we sign Monteric Brown.
The B word's about to come up, ladies and
gentlemen. To a 3-year, $33 million deal. As we look at our best receiver, Monteric Brown, a 7th-round pick. As we look at our best receiver, who was a 6th-round pick from Penn State. As we look at the best kicker in the NFL, who was a 6th-round pick.
Don't say it. Just don't even do it. Yeah.
Balky.
Yeah.
Balky's
so bad that none of that would matter. We wouldn't have the coach we have unless they fired him.
Balky guys.
Yeah, you probably find a lot of that everywhere.
I'm just saying.
I mean, why stop there? Give him Trevor.
I talked about this yesterday.
Give him Foye. They've only been here for a year.
I did this yesterday, and it was a good, foundational piece, I thought, because we always ask, well, how do you know if he's – ultimately, you're just judged – Tony has always taught us, ultimately, you're judged by wins and losses.
Sure.
Nothing else really matters.
That's right.
Right? But, it matters to us because we like to dig in.
Mm-hmm.
So they did this look at the Lions GM, Brad Holmes, Lynch,
San Francisco,
Les Snead, and Howie Roseman.
Okay.
All
Eagles, Rams, all good teams.
All 4 heavy hitter GM guys.
All right.
All 4 heavy hitter GM guys. And, they were talking about, and they did, because Brad Holmes has not been going at it as long as the other 3, but he's got some numbers that are as impressive. And one of the things they said is 2 to 3 starters a year in the draft.
Okay.
And
is that like a target you're supposed to
kind
see?
of like a target, you know? And then how many All-Pros did you draft? How many Pro Bowlers did you draft? And the other 3 are like 8 and 9 Pro Bowlers, and Holmes is like already up to like 6. So it's just interesting. It just gives you a little bit of a working number in your head, and as you start to wait and see, well, what Gladstone will accomplish going forward.
I'm not saying he's done great. I
because
don't know how
the
he could
beauty of
be critical at all.
Right.
That's the part I don't understand.
And that's fair. The beauty of that job is it's kind of like a meteorologist.
You can overcome your misses.
Hits and misses.
Yeah, and you can
hits and misses.
You don't get defined. You don't not as defined by your misses as say a player or a coach.
Like
you really aren't.
Now, if you have obviously a glaring miss, an example of a glaring miss has to be now Tua
and Herbert
in Miami, and not taking Herbert.
Yeah,
that guy outthought himself. Drafting, convincing yourself that what's the BYU quarterback? His name?
Zach Wilson.
Wilson was worthy of the 2nd overall pick, right?
Yeah,
but
that feels forced.
But Lynchy, huge miss. Trey Lance, traded a ton.
Yeah, good enough to overcome it,
but overcame it. Or did it cost him? Remember when we looked up? We said earlier how it's still haunting them a little bit. Like there was some name. Anyway, it's a fascinating job to have, and you're not always going to be. You just can't always be right.
Why can't Tua have a Darnold? Can he not go through a Darnoldism? Is Tua terrible? Is he worse than like Darnold and Mayfield and those guys were?
Tua has
weak armed.
Tua has a winning record.
Uh-huh.
Tua has 2-to-1 touchdown to interception, like 120 to 59. Tua has 18,000 yards. Tua has a high quarterback rating, but was despised by the Dolphin fan base.
And what about the players?
He can't play in the cold weather. He's got a pop gun arm. He was throwing to all these stars. So who scoops him up? The lefty Atlanta Falcons.
Well, we have now cornered the market on noodled arm lefties. Yeah. That's genius. That's brilliant. If any team needs a noodled arm lefty, they've only got one place to go.
All right, we got to take a break. We got a lot more ahead. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Jacksonville Sports Radio. 1010XL.
Termite swarms are active right now in Jacksonville, and once they get inside, damage can happen fast. Termites don't knock, they silently attack the structure of your home, leaving behind costly repairs and long-term headaches. Protect what you've worked hard for with the proven protection homeowners trust. Terminix it with advanced termite treatment and prevention solutions. Visit Terminix.com and schedule your free termite inspection today.
Hey, Hicken here. Restore comfort and confidence with oculoplastic specialist Mary Kate Wilson, MD at the Eye Associates, Jacksonville's expert in oculofacial plastic and reconstructive care. Dr. Wilson specializes in eyelid surgery, cosmetic and reconstructive procedures and treatments, always with a personalized approach. Now seeing patients at the beaches, Southside, and St. John's location. To schedule your consultation with Dr. Wilson, just call the Eye Associates. Used to be formerly Bow 9 Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet A. Betchkel, MD. All you got to do, 296-0098. That's 296-0098.
All right, Jackson, let's talk about it. Spring cleaning feels great until your drains remind you what they've been holding on to all winter. If your sink's burping, your shower's backing up, or your toilet's hesitating like it's reading a blitz, it's time to call in the pros. Call Duck Duck Rooter. During their spring drain cleaning promotion, get your drains cleaned plus a free camera inspection for just $129. Must have outside clean out, honest pricing, proven experience, no fourth quarter surprises. When you're stuck, call the Duck. That's 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at amcojacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
I'm Frank Frangie. Life-changing is an understatement for the 180 I've seen with my daughter Amber. She's now lost over 100 pounds with Awaken 180 in just 9 months. A true 180. Not just on the scale either, in her energy, her confidence, the way she lives. And what I love about Awaken 180 is we knew it would work. It wasn't a hope. It wasn't a guess that maybe it'll work. Amber started the programming knowing this was going to be her solution. Now, you've heard stories from our hosts and clients and probably people you know personally who've reclaimed their life thanks to Awaken 180. It works for the person who needs to lose 25 pounds. It worked for Matt Hayes, who wanted to lose 40. It worked for Hacker, who's lost more than 120 pounds. And it's worked for Amber, who's well over 100. That's why I believe in it. Whatever your scale number is, call the number that will work for you. 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com. Once again, that number is 844-346-1800 or you can reach them online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. Big loss for the Jags. Travis Etienne is heading to the Saints on a 4-year, $52 million deal. Jags couldn't match that price tag with their tight cap, then bigger needs elsewhere. Saturday at the Players is sold out. Limited tickets are still available for Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Parking is mostly full. You're encouraged to use shuttles or ride share. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:10 and then 64 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we're back on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're live at TBC Sawgrass, home of the Players. We're going to do brunch through the tour with the executive director of the Players, Lee Smith. So that's coming up. Stewie is sending his picks. We'll update you on the standings, but he'll give you a good couple solid segments on golf and this year's Players, where things stand. Will he or won't he? Rory McIlroy, the injury situation. Will he or won't he remember he's the best player in the world? Scotty Scheffler. I don't know what's happened to him the last couple of weeks, but I think the whole brunch with the tour Scheffler rule has mushed him.
Yeah, I don't know.
We took him and it mushed him, and now he's in mushland.
Yeah.
Or he's going to turn it on this week and win 3 of the next 5. That could happen. I don't buy it. I'm ready for my bold statement. I'm not going to put a naked walk on it. But for the first time in a long time, if you did a list of here are the teams that can win the college basketball championship, it's the smallest number of my life. I am positive that Duke, Michigan, or Florida are going to win the title.
Well, you're not throwing Arizona in there.
I know. I think Arizona loses to those other 3.
I think Arizona will beat Michigan.
That's fair.
I almost put Arizona in there, but then it would be. I'm going to say this.
Then I'm giving you the 4 ones, and
Florida's our. We didn't expect it. I can remember sitting here saying, I don't know if Florida can make the tournament. Because
I never got that far, but you're right. That wasn't an outrageous thought.
But
they were 5-4.
But I also said since December, and I know you remember this, and I said you can mark this down: Arizona, Duke, and UConn. I said,
UConn
were the Final Four teams.
Yeah,
you might want to hedge UConn a little bit, but I wouldn't against Danny Hurley in the tournament. He's an insane dude, man.
Let me. I left Arizona off against my own best judgment. I'm going to put them back in there because Arizona does belong. I like those.
But if we go chalky again, there is a trend in college basketball.
What happened last year?
Yes, that all of a sudden the NIL has changed it, and in basketball, the best teams get the best players, and again, it just proves it's how tough it is for the mid-majors, man. They just, if you show anything at a mid-major, pluck. The other thing I was talking to Kentucky Jeff about, and I called him on the show yesterday, by the way.
I love that. I wish I'd have been
I tracked him down. He got him.
Was he down in the mouth?
No, he wasn't ready. It was beautiful. He came into my house and I sliced and diced him. Oh, God.
Poor Kentucky Jeff.
It was
a nice guy.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment.
This baskall team's a mess. What
but
about
I will
Skinny?
tell you
How's
this.
Skinny doing?
You know how – I haven't heard from Skinny. You know how I've always said, man, why don't the good teams take the best shooters? Just shooters. And get them in there, and even if they can't defend, whatever, and give them, 5-minute runs 3-4 times.
That's how the mid-majors play.
Right? Well, you want to know why they don't? And I don't know this enough about the Kentucky kid, but Florida said, oh, you made 5 threes against us in Gainesville?
That's the Chandler kid?
You ain't getting a shot off. And they shut him down. I mean, he did not.
In the face.
He could not get a shot off, man. And that's why, even if you can only shoot, it's not enough to play at that level. It's not.
Well, Florida has, you ain't going to win with 7 Klobuchar's. Klobuchar's going to be a nice part of a good evening.
Klobuchar's developed where he can come off picks.
He can play a little bit of defense.
He'll drive the ball and such. So, anyway, let's do this. Take a quick catch-up break and come back and visit with Lee and do some brunch with the tour.
I like it. Let's get a little up to our knees here in the players in this year's field, the tournament, and the golf season.
We'll tell you who's going to win.
Okay.
We'll tell you who I have the first pick.
You do.
I do.
Oh, again, but you've already used Scheffler.
I'm not picking Scheffler.
Well, you can't.
I've got 3 guys that I'm hot on right now. So I'm hoping that I get 2 of the 3 in the 8 picks.
Well, I bet you. Oh, that's right. We pick a third.
No.
In the past, we have this conversation every year. Players. Do we do 3? No, we're doing 2.
2.
That's fine. All right, we'll come back, talk golf and more. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Some of the biggest names in golf take home the trophy.
And Rory is a Players Champion.
Catch live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates.
Teed up by LiveForeverGolf.com, Atlantic Infinity, and Firehouse Subs.
Hey, gang, are high-interest credit cards and other loans kind of sucking the life out of your finances and your disposable income? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity in your home and get the cash you need now. You can pay it all off. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto. In a matter of days, they had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com. Their rapid equity loan program can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan did it. Consolidated all their high interest debt into one super low monthly payment. Gave them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine, pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier, get your financial life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto to 904-999-1508. It's Loan Pronto, 904-999-1508. As always, you go to loanpronto.com.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here for big number 1 Duval Ford. It's truck time in Jacksonville, and all month long, you can drive home a brand new 2025 F-150 with no money down, no payments for 90 days, and 0% interest for 60 months. That's right, a new F-150 with 0 down and 0% for 60 months. See all the deals now at DuvalFord.com, or just stop by big number 1 Duval Ford, 1616 Cassett Avenue today. It's truck time at big number 1 Duval Ford.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world #1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
Scholar athletes prepare themselves to win at life.
1010XL and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists shine the spotlight on the Scholar Athlete of the Week. Wednesdays on The Franchi Show. Checked by
The Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Did you know that an annual coating inspection can extend the life of your building by years? Catching early signs like hairline cracks, fading, and moisture intrusion helps prevent costly repairs down the road and keeps your property looking its best. Our team at Performance Painting helps you stay ahead of maintenance with professional inspections and long-lasting coating solutions. Protect your building, protect your budget. Go to performance-painting.com to schedule a free inspection. Performance Painting, repair, protect, preserve.
Performance painting.
Bueller,
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal.
Stand back, Jason. I'm gonna
Sneeze? Yeah, I saw that coming.
It's all this spring pollen, Jason. It's outside and it's inside my house, and I just can't stop. I can't stop.
Sneezing? Okay, let me help you with that.
How can you help?
At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we can improve your indoor air quality with air purifiers, UV lights, and filtration systems. Every new system we install includes high-efficiency 4-inch filters that work better and last longer, even if you forget to change them.
Wow, that's amazing. It's amazing.
Life can get pretty dusty sometimes. If you spend all day, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Renewal by Andersen is kicking off their 31-day spring savings event. For a limited time, buy 2 replacement windows or doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Our acclaimed impact windows are built for Florida, helping reduce energy costs and keeping your home comfortable all year long. Offer ends March 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License CGC 1527613. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets savings.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, brunch with the tour, brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation
and Drainage too.
On 1010XL.
All right, time to talk off. This is where I get to play on-site engineer, so let's see how this goes. Hello, Lee. How are we doing? No, I'm not hearing anything.
Didn't work. Nice try.
This is ridiculous.
Orange on orange.
Now try. No, this is bad. This is not. What about now?
1 2. There he is.
Yeah.
There we got him.
We good? We good, E?
Hit me again.
Back in the building. There we go. Well, just let me go.
Hit me again, Lee.
Yeah, 1 2. There we go.
That's good enough.
He's good.
We're not hitting him again.
We can hear him,
Hit
right?
him enough. Yeah.
We got him, right, E?
I'm trying to see.
Okay. 1 2.
Yeah, we got him.
Okay.
Yeah, we got him.
There we go. Perfect. Just like that. Buttoned up. We are like the Players' Championship of radio shows.
Yeah.
Top 150 in the world right here, baby.
Right. Major. It's a major.
No.
The drill is a major.
No. That's where our similarities start to depart.
Drill is a major. No.
Major pain in someone's butt every morning. That's more like, all right, well, just give us, as I feel like I go out and make a scrambled egg breakfast on the fairway, and I wouldn't pick up a piece of grass if I ate it right off of it. I mean, it's just in remarkable shape, and which is what we've grown to expect.
Yeah, no, our the agronomy team here is obviously second to none, but no, the golf course is in really good shape. We've gotten received a couple of questions that, we had the cold snaps in January and February. Yeah, it was a tough winter. And obviously, how did that impact? Well, we play on a cool season grass with our ryegrass. And so, while it may stunt some development and some progress in some areas, the turf really likes it. So the playing conditions are really, really good. I heard Brooks Koepka say yesterday that the greens are as firm as they've been that he remembered not playing here for a while on a Monday. So
I think if we can dodge, this little bit of a front that looks like it's coming in Thursday afternoon,
right?
Really the opportunity to be able to control the firmness and the condition of the golf course throughout the week is really, really important to have the championship that we want.
It feels like in the past, in order for the tournament to be the tournament it is, it needed the best players in the world to be there, and it would be like, heartbreaking if Tiger couldn't play the players that year. Feels like we're past that now. Like, you want Rory McIlroy to be here, but it doesn't feel like the popularity of the week or the drama of the week hinges on that. And I understand that Rory's not exactly Tiger, but I think the point being now this tournament has become almost bigger than the players that make it up.
No, I think you're exactly right. I mean, I think we've gotten past the people that are missing, and it's more about the people that are here. Whereas I think to your point, it used to be
a little
the opposite.
Both,
who's not here versus who's here. So I think that's a fun, hearing the quotes from the players last week and the week before about, best fields and deepest fields in golf being right here, and not having amateurs and exemptions and PGA professionals and those types of things at the back end of the field, I think is what makes it so strong and so deep and so difficult to win, which I think is the big part.
Visiting with Lee Smith, Executive Director of the Players, Brunch with the Tour. We brought in the big gun today. We took Stuart Moore and told him no.
Told him to take a hike.
We don't need you. To add to what Jeff was saying, Lee, I do feel like it's to me the course is the star of the week. It's always been that way to me, and I don't know if it's because we are around it here and know it so well, but I think golf people know this course. They want to see this course, and the players are great. Players are awesome. Players are the best in the world. It's fun to watch them. There's nothing for me. I love going over just to the range and go, God, they don't.
So smooth.
They're not swinging hard.
Yeah, so
how does that ball jump off that? What? How do you do that? Why can't I? But that aside, I love the course to me is what it's all about.
No, absolutely. When you talk about the qualifications for having an event in the ecosystem of the elite events in the world, you certainly have to have an iconic golf course or a venue that provides that qualification. I think it's an important component, and absolutely, we're not short on those things.
Any type of golfer can win this one. Which makes the course great.
Look at last year's playoff. J.J. Spawn and Rory McIlroy.
You don't have to be a
games.
bomber. You got to putt. You have a great week of putting, but it's there's all different. It tests everything. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, and you hear that as a consistent comment. Players have different thoughts about different things often.
Yeah,
but I think a consistent theme throughout, even listening to the players or the athletes speak about this tournament is exactly that. Is the best player is going to win. Short hitter, long hitter, high ball, low ball, left to right, right to left. You name it. The guy that's playing the best is going to win this week, and it doesn't favor anyone.
Yeah.
We talked about the course being the star, and the players don't have the ultimate impact. But that being said, Rory McIlroy is about as big a name as you could have in golf, and he is your defending champ, and his status at least somewhat up in the air. Anything you can tell us that's beyond what we are reading to this point, that he, felt a twinge in his back, and it's kind of a wait and see? Is there a?
Yeah, it sounds like he's staying at home as long as possible to get as much treatment as he possibly can. I think he. It sounds like he's planning on at least flying up after treatment tomorrow morning and here Wednesday. The good thing about, being one of those elite events that's always held at the same golf course every year is that everybody doesn't have to come in and play 2 or 3 practice rounds to feel like they get used to it. So I think it's a good move for him is stay home and get all the treatment with his at-home doctors and specialists.
I shouldn't say this in front of you, but I will say if Rory McIlroy stays home with a back twinge, then I'm going to lose every ounce of respect I ever had for him. And you're at the softest the other side of a freaking pillow. I got my guy Tiger, who's playing through broken ankles and legs and back's redone. He's got a twinge in his back then. No damage. His back's a little sore. So get your butt up here to Ponte. I shouldn't have said that in front of you.
Next question, Dan. I really needed Rory to finish this week, and I had him in my pool, so that's fair. That one kind of stung me, but listen, that guy, the tournament last year was just awesome, and even the Monday and the playoff, those when you've been around as long as we have, the ones that stand out are the ones where, and that one will always stand out to me. And really the kind of coming out party, like at first, who's this guy, JJ Spawn? Well, he showed us who he was throughout the year. He's a hell of a player, man. And so kind of fun the way it went down last year, and hopefully we'll have it again. And the interesting thing about this tournament, and I know, listen, everybody always wants the great players to win your tournament. You've been blessed, man. You got Scotty right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you've been the good luck charm. We got rid of quarter zip guy, and now we got, now we're getting the big boys winning it now. But I say anybody can win it, but it also, the cream rises to the top.
It's usually big names.
Yeah.
If it's not
it
number
seems like,
one,
it seems like it has. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think part of that is the field strength, right?
Yes.
Yes. But at the end of the day, it's the guy that's playing the best, and certainly the Scotties of the world, the Rorys of the world. You bring up JJ Spawn in last year. I think it's something that we have to take pride in here, is that, being a contributing factor to him creating momentum and confidence that led him to win in the U.S. Open later. Losing in a playoff was probably a good thing for him.
Yes.
To say, hey, I can play this game at that level.
And we should be careful in being in awe of anyone winning this golf tournament. Golf is such the margins in golf are so small between 1 and 1,000, and you got the top 121 players in the world. It shouldn't surprise anyone if number 100 beats number 1 by 5 strokes in a particular week.
Correct.
And so that's the beauty of this, is that we get to see it, up close and personal. I will say this I was just looking at some different numbers, so we'll just go a little bit more in depth. But the problem for Scheffler and why he's struggling lately has been the iron play. Like, he's been the best at hitting the ball close for the last couple of years. He's 47th in shots gained on approach. It's a really, really, really poor number for him. So if he gets that, and it feels like that's the kind of thing, like the driving and putting, if you can keep those consistent, you're going to be all right. They're all good enough ball strikers that if they reach that elite, I would think that Scheffler would bounce back this week. But we'll wait and make our picks next segment. Any news you want to get out to those that are listening, of parking or tickets or new, anything outside of the between the ropes?
Yeah, no, I would probably just speak to tickets. We're excited about today. Ludacris taking the stage.
Ludacris.
From 5 to 6 for Military Appreciation Day. Got a surprise that'll happen during the show through a military service family. And then, throughout the week, Wednesday is a big practice week, or practice day. And then obviously competition starting Thursday. Tickets have been sold out for Saturday for about 5 days. And we're approaching a Friday sellout for the first time ever here at the Players Championship. And Thursday and Sunday are well ahead of previous years. So, really
Fantastic.
just shows the momentum and the growth and demand of this tournament from especially this community, you guys in the media, business professionals, volunteers. Everything's kind of reaching all-time highs.
I think you mentioned in the break, and I peeked at the weather forecast yesterday, at least down at the TV station, and it looks pretty good. I think you said, Thursday afternoon maybe we could get a little bit of precip, but otherwise.
And the temperatures, like last year, I can remember being bundled up like an Eskimo.
Yeah.
Those first couple of days, it was cold, especially early in the week.
You didn't have these doors open or these
That's right.
tents open.
That's right. And we're going to be. It's like Chamber of Commerce weather all week. You come out here, but you're hitting about 70 degrees and it's stopping. I guess we're getting the 80s a couple of days, but yeah, that's going to be nice. Well, we always enjoy our visits. You are such a gracious host out here. And appreciate all you do for us and for the tournament and for Jacksonville. So
well, thank you.
Have
very
an
much.
awesome week, and if we need anything, we'll run find you.
You got it. Absolutely. You have my number.
We'll come back and do the picks. But Lee Smith, appreciate you coming by.
Absolutely.
Good to see
Thank
you,
you.
man. This is The Drill.
Catlin Truck Accessories.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Homeowners, you taking a look at your lawn yet? Let me guess. You're looking at your lawn wondering what to do after a historically cold season. Well, if you want your lawn to bounce back quick, you gotta call topdressing.com. Nobody else can do what they do. Their proprietary process. I've never seen anything like it, and neither will your neighbors. They will have your lawn looking like a golf course. Nobody else can do it. They're no secret now, so get ahead of it. Call for a free estimate. Be the envy of your neighbors. Top dress your lawn like the pros with topdressing.com.
Repairing or replacing your roof is a pretty big investment. So when that time comes, you can trust my parents at Endless Summer Roofing. Visit endlesssummerroofing.com for a free quote. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summers.
Firehouse Subs is adding a new heavy hitter to the roster, the Chicken and Cheddar Rancher. Grilled chicken, melted cheddar, crispy bacon stacked high with fresh toppings, creamy buttermilk ranch. The Chicken and Cheddar Rancher, only at Firehouse Subs.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialist for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialist take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Dreamfinders pick segment. There's a lot of money at stake this week. $25 million purse, 4.5 to the winner. I got three guys. That's what I'm doing. I got three guys.
Oh, you want one of your? You're going to get one of your three for sure.
I'm getting one of them.
You know, you pick first, don't you? Isn't that what
I
you
do.
said? First, give us a little update on where things stand. How about that?
It's not good.
A little update from where things stand. Last week, Dan went with Rory and Fitzpatrick. They totaled him a total of $78,000. Add that to his previous total of $2.8 million. That brings that total to $2.9. That's Dan Hicken. In third place, I went with Fleetwood and Schauffele. They got me a total of $213,000. Adding that to my previous score of $3.5 million, that brings me up to $3.7. Jeffrey Prosser went with Henley and Kitayama. They got him a total of $963,000. Adding that to his previous total of 4.4, that brings Jeffrey Prosser to $5.4 million. And then the Tour's leading the way. The Tour went with Morikawa and Shane Lowry. They totaled him $840,000. Adding that to his previous brings him up to $6 million. So last place, Dan Hicken, you're up.
Okay. Thought about this long and hard. There are three players I want. I can't take Scotty.
Because you already took him.
I already taken him. He's out. There's a list of players. When they come in, they're usually playing well here. If you're going to win here, you got to be playing well. This guy's playing well. This guy I called out. He's since responded.
I think I know who you're picking.
I think you do. I think I do think even if he doesn't play well, he's going to be in the top 10. So it's a little bit of safeness as well. I'm not going like out on a limb. So I think he would be probably if you're not taking Scotty, and Rory's too risky. And I'm not gonna risk it with Roars. Don't even know if he's gonna play. Scotty Scheffler, and $4.5 million at stake to the winner.
The most all year that he'll play
The
for.
most all year. Are you there, E?
Yeah, okay. I couldn't hear you. I didn't know if it was my headphones or not. All right, who'd you go with?
I went with Colin Morikawa.
All right,
and
yeah.
I'm just going to tell you, is this wrong, Dan? You got to pick Scheffler here, E.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I was going with. I
All
got
right.
to.
I want to make sure, because I had said earlier in the year about, it's a good strategy to save him or what, and then this is worth the most money all year.
It was either going to be here or the Masters, but I'm going to go ahead and go here. Yep.
Get him out of the way. I would agree with that. That leaves me with,
You've also played Scotty, only the tour hasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, only the tour.
And we're allowing E a second Scotty, and he's already got a W.
Oh, wait, he played Scotty? Oh, we allowed him a second.
Oh, no, because we didn't implement the
rules. Yeah.
Didn't he win when he took him?
Yes. Yeah, it's a little bit of.
I thought we said he got
listen, he pitched a fit. He's
I
got
think we should have said, we should have said we all get him twice then. That's kind of.
Hey, that would have been the right move right there.
Yeah, we all get him twice was what it should have been, but whatever.
It's all too late now.
You know what I want to do? I really, 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 really badly want to take Rory and assume he's not the softest athlete in the history of man.
Dang.
Let's do
You
it.
cannot go up to E. I'm telling you right now, buddy, your boy gets up with a twingy back every freaking day, and I can't wait until they invite me to come play golf. So if you can't answer the charge as one of the top professionals of all time, you're soft.
Dang.
A back twinge. You better give me some sort of disc. Better be in the description.
This will even there goes
vertebrae.
Got some players off.
Good. Tell
here
them
at
what I
number
said.
10.
All right, I am. What am I doing here, dude? I don't like any of these guys.
I have two other guys that are obviously Scotty was not one of them. So there are two other guys that I like that I'm hoping to get.
I'm going to take Hideki-san. He plays well here.
Okay.
It feels like.
Hideki-san, the COVID year, 63.
That's right. He had it one, and then
Prosser
I sneezed.
coughed in the mic, and it was over.
It was all over. Okay, that tour for two.
The tour's first pick, he went with old Dan's guy, Ludwig. Ludwig, and his second.
He's going to go Henley. He goes Henley every day.
No, actually, he went with Fleetwood.
I was going to take him, so that sucks.
All right, there go one of my guys just came.
You know
off
what?
the
I'm
board.
going to take the very boring. I've taken him twice this year. He always gets me like $600,000. I'm going to take Henley.
Okay. Well,
He doesn't hit it long. I mean, he's the kind of guy who might win. The Hideki and Henley may be my least favorite pairing I've ever had.
You know what's interesting? I don't think Henley's played well here.
Well, he may not have. I'm just going
I don't
with
think he's had a top 10 here, but
Okay.
I'm not positive.
Well, that wouldn't be surprising
That
considering
takes-
I just picked him.
That takes us back to one
You
Emmanuel
get one of the
Fowler.
ones you. Oh wait.
No,
Oh,
well, one of them's gone.
Okay.
Ludwig was the other guy I was thinking about.
I'm going to go with somebody I learned something about him yesterday, that he's 24 years old.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going with Akshay Bhatia. Let's go double back, baby.
I almost went with Akshay, but I didn't
hate
trust him 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. All my guys are gone.
All three of them?
Yeah.
Akshay is interesting because he went straight high school to pro.
Oh, no college.
Yeah,
Has
no
that-
college. Yeah, a lot of them don't. That's not a very common.
Yeah, that boy talented.
Yeah.
He's won 3 times already.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Akshay. You guys want to hear something crazy? Like a year and a half ago on one of my YouTube channels, bro. He was playing with Good or someone.
No, I topped that. My Corn Ferry tour, Akshay won the event that I was at in Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Yeah, in Exuma. All right, I'm going to have to make a move here. This is very disappointing. I don't think he's playing well. Okay, I'm going to go.
A lot of people love a former champion. I see this guy on everyone's top 3 of the power list. I don't get it. A former champ.
I'm going to go with Forever Young.
Cameron Young?
Yeah. I was
Si
thinking
Woo Kim, a lot of people love. If you want to throw a little dart at somebody, maybe we went 8 deep and didn't take him.
Yeah, he's
but
a good
lot of people are on Si Woo Kim this week, and he has won at this tournament in this golf course before.
He has. And, so there's a lot of guys capable. Xander did not get picked.
Xander didn't get picked.
In the
Cantlay
top 8.
didn't get picked.
Yep. So, but you're generally speaking, and there was also
Rory didn't get picked.
Rory did
it
not.
probably
Well,
wouldn't have been a bad idea to Rory Flyer.
Well,
He's going to soft it out, isn't he?
yeah, I don't. I can't, you can't lose. You just can't.
I don't like golfers who feel a twinge in their back and pull out of golf tournaments, man. That's weak, bro.
Well, he hasn't pulled out yet. There's a.
No, the last week he did.
Oh, okay. There is a. And I don't know if it. Let me ask you this: as a golfer, they were talking about off the tee here. It favors a golfer who either goes right or left. And I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the holes. And I was thinking, well, you probably don't want to go, left on the first one, but
most of the golf holes here are pretty straight. I mean,
Yeah.
they've got stuff around on each side. They're
Yeah.
tight. There's not a lot of dog legs at the players.
No,
a lot
there's
of now they'll put calamities between you and the green. They'll build the path there, but it's pretty straight. Not every hole, but pretty straight line. Most golf courses are built to favor a guy who misses to the right because most golfers miss to the right.
Well,
this is a championship golf course. I'm not sure it would be built with anything other than the pros in mind. And in that case, good luck figuring out where they're going to miss it because most of the time they don't.
Well, those are your Tuesday picks brought by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes. They're locked and loaded. We'll take a break and turn our attention to the rest of the day in sports. What's going on in free agency? We got any early signings? We'll tell you next right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The great thing about live sports, you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, how did he pull that off?
Get the most live play-by-play on 1010XL.
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail.
Gang, shoot your shot on Prize Picks. Get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. Prize Picks is now giving you $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Pick makes every dunk, every dime, and now every board that much more exciting. Don't miss your chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports. It's so easy to play. Pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. And by the way, just about anything. Basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, soccer, college hoops, tennis, golf, esports, and more. All different kinds of games, including stacks. You can join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 sports pick app. But you got to download the Prize Picks app to play. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's Prize Picks, man. It's good to be right.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Enhance your player's experience with Fantasy Golf. If your golfers score the lowest at TPC Sawgrass, you could win $1,000 of jewelry from Beard's Diamonds. Enter at 1010XL.com.
Nailed down by
Endless Summer Roofing.
Are high-interest credit cards and other loans sucking the life out of your finances? It's time to say no more. Let Loan Pronto tap the equity on your home and get the cash you need now so you can pay it all off. Hey, it's Prosser here. Corey and Jack called Loan Pronto in a matter of days. They had $160,000. They kept their 3% mortgage intact, didn't even need an appraisal, and with all that cash, they wiped out all their credit cards and 2 car loans, saving $2,000 a month. You can do it too. LoanPronto.com. Their rapid equity loan program can get you $100,000, $200,000, even $500,000 in cash. Chloe and Ethan just did it. Consolidated all their high-interest debt into one super low monthly payment, giving them an extra $1,000 a month. Imagine. Pay off all the credit cards, slash your monthly payments, breathe easier. Get your life back. Interest rates are at 3-year lows. Call Loan Pronto today, 904-999-1500. That's 904-999-1500. Or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
People ask me all the time what's healthy. And that's hard because healthy is different from losing weight. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle. There are a lot of foods out there that are healthy foods, but they're not going to support your weight loss. And that's what we're here to help with. We're here to help you get in the healthy foods that are going to help you lose weight. The Awaken 180 difference is our coaches. It's our team. You can find things online about weight loss, but you try them yourself and they just don't work. And that's because everyone is different. And that's what our coaches are so skilled at helping you figure out.
Thanks, Paige. Hacker here. Figuring it out, that's what I needed. And the reason I chose Awaken 180 weight loss. Not a med, not a diet plan. I wanted a solution. Do what I did and make a 180 with your health and weight. Schedule your Awaken 180 consultation today. Call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back. The golfers are out hitting golf balls right now on number 10, getting their some practice in, some practice rounds. Emmanuel, I was driving in my car yesterday and listening to my favorite station, and at the time of the station was on, the Lunch Bunch program was on.
All right.
And I was listening to the Lunch Bunch, and they started talking to you. And I don't like the participatory trophy nature of the Lunch Bunch whatsoever.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I got Big Sears on that program. They're all like applauding E for his River Run efforts. They're all, oh, E, you should be proud of that. What did you finish? And he's like, well, there was 20,000. I think I was 10,000th.
I said like 12,000.
Did you look it up? I'm curious where you did
I think it was like 12,000.
Was it
like 12,
12,000?
14, something like that. I'll look it up here.
And he was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, shaking my head in the car.
SMH.
I was just going, spin that wheel.
Well,
biatch.
Well, the beauty of this is like whenever one like myself, Emmanuel Thallerin, has haters like you, Daniel Patrick Hicken, I will continue to receive blessings because haters like you is what's going to keep me motivated, my boy.
I tried to motivate you past 150. I guess I didn't hate enough.
Yeah, no, yeah. I bit off way more than I could chew in that 150.
Yeah, I should have said, but I give myself a lot of credit for for not giving in past 155. Huh?
My neighbor.
Even that, I wasn't
working. Look at my man, he's working.
Is that Benj? Who was
no,
that? Okay,
that's Big
one.
Dave. That's a retired man finding something to do.
That's right.
Look at him out there.
Driving ice around.
Look at him.
He's got ice on the back of
Look at that guy.
Yeah, so there was just a pace that just like it's impossible without training to do 12 minutes.
Impossible, bro.
At your age, you could do it if you're 12.
Jeff, this is how I started the
Did you go down there and watch it all?
I was talking to him on the phone.
I called both of y'all.
Yeah, I got a couple of calls. I appreciated that. I was on the golf course.
This is how I started the show.
Yesterday?
He told me he was built differently.
He did.
He told me he had his mentals correct.
They were.
He told me he was stretched and loose.
I was.
And ready to go. He showed me his little Rocky punch. He jumped up and down.
I did.
He said, don't worry about me, Dano. I've got this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I called him about 20 minutes in. Hello, Dad.
No, that was about a good hour in, man.
We're in trouble. It's tough.
He called me. He called me and he said, and I could tell by the watch. He called me. It was like 9:30, and he's like, I'm 3 miles in, and I'm like, oh damn, it feels like you're only about an hour into this thing. You're only 3 miles. We're gonna have trouble making it. And that's when I knew I could just, because I got news for you. I did not want to go to. All due respect, nothing but love, Ramona Road. I did not want to go to the Ramona Road Flea Market on some wild weekend and sing karaoke. So I appreciate E doing what was very easy to predict and not beating the 150 barrier. We could have put it at 2 and he wouldn't have got past it, but I didn't want to take that.
We had a lot of wheel spin suggestions. Have you agreed to any of them yet? Have you written down any, or are we just going to wait till Monday when we get back?
Yeah, I'm just waiting till Monday, bro. Yeah. But ironically enough, none came in this morning.
Well, we haven't asked.
Correct.
All we got to do is ask, and the next thing you know, you'll be in the elephant pit at the zoo cleaning the poop up.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, let's talk just a little.
I can't say no to everything.
Can't say no to everything. He refuses to. I asked him if he would swim Lake Alice.
No.
He told me no.
No.
All right, I don't.
We love you.
This would be the most disingenuous game of phone tag in media history. There's just too much smoke with the Brian Thomas Jr. taking calls or fielding offers, or there's got to be some back and forth going on. There's got to be some in some manner of stretch. I don't know if it's, well, we will listen on everyone. We'll listen on Trevor Lawrence, depending on what you offer or say. But I mean, if you wait 10 minutes, I mean, I'll just scroll across. Grade the pitch. Jaguars trade Brian Thomas Jr. to Giants. Raiders could trade for top wideout amid Jaguars trade rumor. Brian Thomas Jr. landing spots. Broncos Patriots among best fits if Jaguars trade wide receiver. Jets trade rumor reveals interest in possible blockbuster deal with Jaguars. I literally got every single team here, Hick.
Yeah.
I mean, if a guy is not being traded, does he become the focal point of rumors for literally half the league?
Well, that's crazy.
How engaged are the Jaguars? How intently, if at all, are they listening to people who are calling and asking about Brian Thomas Jr.? It would seem very, 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 very short-sighted and unsmart to trade Brian Thomas Jr. to me. And I know he didn't have a good year, and I know we dog-cussed him at times. But, buddy, I'm not about taking the strength of my football team and making it a weakness.
Yeah. I don't disagree. But I don't know.
I mean, do you do it for Thibodeau? You know what I mean? Like those, some of these teams would try and get rid of their first rounder that they're not quite happy with, and those are some of the level names. I don't know. It's like this trade proposal that you see thrown around. And again, I don't know if these trade proposals are coming from the bottom of the basement stairs. I don't know who exactly is putting them out, how verifiable or reputable they are. But like for Jalen Carter, for example, a really good all-pro level interior defensive lineman. Look, in a vacuum, getting him for a second and third round pick seems like a steal until your vacuum includes you not having a pick at all in first round. And if you traded this one, have nothing in the second round, and you wouldn't be picking at all until day 3. Now, there are teams, and the Rams have been one of those. They traded away their first rounder for, 7 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's where he came from.
Yeah.
So if the Jags did trade their second rounder and all their thirds for 2 players, it shouldn't completely shock us.
No.
I think right now it's about the Jaguars taking stock, and they have these last couple of months of just how good are they? Just how deep are they? What positions are true positions of need, and what are positions of strength? And while you may say 3 years, $45, that seems affordable for Devin Lloyd. Why do we let the All-Pro go? They're saying, well, because we think Ventrell Miller is probably just as good. Or because we think Jack Kaiser is ready to play. Or because we think this guy in round 3. It feels like the way that the Lloyd money came down that they made this decision when the season ended. Like it didn't matter how much he was going to cost. They were moving on.
Kind of seems like that. 2 of the most impressive nuggets to me in free agency. First off, I'd like to give a shout out to a guy who's a record setter. That's former first-round pick Kenny Pickett.
Golly, again? Now where's he going? Carolina?
Kenny Pickett is the first-round choice in the history of the league to play for 5 different teams in 5 seasons.
And hadn't been worth a lick for any of them.
No other first-round pick has ever done this. So Kenny Pickett.
So he's going off to be the new Andy Dalton? Is that basically what's happening? Going to be the backup for Bryce Young?
And then I noticed also our boy is now on another team, and that's the Chew.
Yeah, I love him.
The Chew may go.
He may have a chance to start there.
He may go 30.
Say Andy go to Cardinals?
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, Brissett ain't that much.
Chew ain't beating out Jacoby Brissett.
Plus Brissett won't be.
He may not stay healthy.
Yeah.
But Chew may play for all 32 teams before it's all done. Pickett or Chew? Who plays for more?
Whose career passer rating is higher, Brissett or Chew's?
I don't know. Brissett's a better quarterback. That's all I know.
I'm not a big.
I mean, are we going to go back to the Chew stats?
No.
You want to do the Chew versus Trevor?
No.
I mean, we going to do that? Come on.
This is more I'm not a Jacoby Brissett fan at all, and I think there are 30 other guys that you should have if you want to win football games. And the Chew won.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, by relative. I don't like if you are starting Jacoby Brissett. If you go into the year with Jacoby Brissett as your starter, you're screaming to everyone you're not winning more than 5 games. That's the reality with Brissett. Everywhere he goes, yeah, he's decent. He wins 5 games. So
sure. There's a guy that they could get who's out there right now is pretty good.
Kyler Murray, yeah.
And you get him for $1.3 million, by the way.
God, right now, shouldn't the Steelers maybe go get him?
I think one of the rumors I read yesterday was Malik Willis turned down $30 million a year from the Jets, saying it was career suicide. And you know what? I applaud him if he did.
What did he get from the
less
Dolphins?
Less than that. But I mean, and the
I
Dolphins,
wouldn't go.
Dolphins aren't great, but
the Dolphins are worse.
Yeah, but they got a new coach, a new GM, and they want to build with you. Okay. Versus, I'm going to go to the Jets. Aaron Glenn's going to get fired here at some point this year, and they're a train wreck.
After watching all of the failed first-round draft picks at quarterback, I would be ecstatic if I were Miami and I would take this. If it doesn't work, so what?
Now, there are two
Just
teams.
move on again.
There are 2 teams to me that stand out in terms of what they've spent, and that's the Raiders and the Titans.
Yeah. And they both look better, but it never works.
It doesn't always work.
Yeah.
It worked for the Patriots last year.
Worked for the Jags in 17.
It worked for the Patriots last year. They spent all the money in free agency. They're free agent. So the Raiders, just to review, and I tell you this, I go, oh, man. Tyler Linderbaum, Quay Walker, Nakobe Dean, Jalen Naylor, Kwity Paye, Eric Stokes, Malcolm Kuntz, Teron Johnson, and they still have the first pick, the 14th pick, the 36th pick, and the 67th pick, and 2 first-round picks in 27. Raiders, if not now, when?
Hey.
Now, I don't know if all this is going to work. By the way, they also have Brock Bowers.
The luckiest coach hire in history's got to be Clint Kubiak.
Clint Kubiak.
This guy comes in for his first job. He's 8 years old, and they give him everything.
Yeah, so anyway,
and the Raiders, by the way, they look much better. And I cannot lose sleep trading great players from teams that win 4 games.
Yeah.
It's a shame that you can't make it work while Max Crosby's a good player. But keeping Max Crosby at the detriment of building would be a mistake. They should have traded Max Crosby. Max Crosby, for all he's done, helps the Raiders win 4 games a year.
How many people thought this yesterday? If your team didn't sign anyone within 5 hours, your GM is asleep at the switch.
Yeah.
Your coach is neglecting his roster. Your owner is cheap, and any shot you have at winning the title is gone.
Yeah, that's the instant reaction. Again,
I like that.
And signing Monteric Brown counts.
Yes.
And I'm going to say, let me ask you this. Buster Brown, Jordan Lewis, Travis Hunter, Jarian Jones.
Yeah.
The best quartet of cornerbacks on a Jaguars team? It might be your most solid 4 corners. You don't have an elite player there per se, but we haven't always housed elite players. Jalen played at an elite level. Outside of that, the cornerback position, we don't have a lot of Pro Bowl years out of cornerbacks, but those are 4 pretty good corners. And so now as you go into the draft, and we've seen a lot of mock drafts where a corner or 2 were taken in those first 4 picks, you might not need to go in that direction either. So
let's see what happens with the Titans. They signed, in case you're wondering, Wan'Dale Robinson, tight end Daniel Bellinger, lineman Cordell Volson and Austin Schlottman, who I'm not really familiar with, but defensive lineman John Franklin Myers, cornerback Alante Taylor, and Cordell Flott, all signed by the Titans. So, and backup quarterback Trubisky. So they spent a lot.
I like teams that I do like this too. I like when teams have money that they spend it. I don't like them sitting around. Carolina spent a lot of money.
Carolina spent on 2 guys for sure.
Yeah.
And again, but it rarely works.
Well, Carolina,
really
I will say this about Carolina. I would like it if you spend a lot of money, but only on 2 spots to fix a unit that you think is I'm sure Carolina, based on what I saw them do in free agency, looked and said, man, if we could stop somebody, we'd win.
All right, 9 o'clock nasty coming up as we enter the final hour of the program. Man, it's flown by today. What a day out here.
Well, time flies when you're having fun. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
It's Calvin Truck
E, you having a good time?
I'm having a great time, bro.
Good answer. This is the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, I'm Tom Jackson.
This is Shannon Sharp. I'm Mike McCarthy. You're listening to 1010XL.
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 92.5 FM.
Leon Serza here, your lemon pepper guy. You know Wingstop always delivers. And I'm not talking about their cooked-to-order, hand-sauced and tossed chicken sandwich in your choice of 12 mouth-watering flavors. I'm not talking about the house-made ranch. So good, nobody will blame you if you double dip. I'm talking about Wingstop that delivers straight to your door. And did you know they're open until 1 a.m.? So visit wingstop.com or use the app to get flavors delivered right to your door late night only at Wingstop.
Can't stop. Wingstop.
Hey, Hickett here for Beach's Dermatology. It's great being out here at the beach. They're just down the road off Solano, at least one of their locations. But listen, the sun is out today. It's the sunshine state. Temperatures are warming up. Time to protect that skin. That's what Doctors Metz and Boudreaux want you to do. Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. They want you to be careful out there, man. Put that hat on, right? Protect those ears. Long sleeve dry fits, whatever it takes. Be careful because it is a sunshine state. Skin cancer is rampant down here. So if you protect it, you'll be just fine. And if something does show up, then you just go online at beachesdermatology.com. Find the location that best serves you. I've been going there for decades. They take great care of me. I appreciate them all so much at Beach's Dermatology. They're great folks. Listen, for all of your skincare needs, for all your skincare products, it's Beach's Dermatology and beachesdermatology.com.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world number 1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
All right, Jack, so let's talk about it. Spring cleaning feels great until your drains remind you what they've been holding on to all winter. If your sink's burping, your shower's backing up, or your toilet's hesitating like it's reading a blitz, it's time to call in the pros. Call Duck Duck Rooter. During their spring drain cleaning promotion, get your drains cleaned plus a free camera inspection for just $129. Must have outside clean out, honest pricing, proven experience, no fourth quarter surprises. When you're stuck, call the Duck. That's 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
The investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITB Partners, one thing stays constant. Our commitment to your financial future. Man, consolidate those accounts. Roll over your 401k. Maximize your pension programs. ITB Partners is going to make your financial journey simpler and smarter. So grateful for Reed Wingate and Reagan Wright, Dan Abel and Janice Cobb, Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. Those ITP Partners trust, transparency, and experience. Get that money in motion, man. Let ITB Partners help you grow and protect your wealth so you can focus on what matters most. They're stable, strategic, and secure, and they're easy to get a hold of. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call them at 904-312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, and they're my financial partners for life.
When you buy online, you really cannot tell because you're not looking at the stone. So it's impossible to buy a stone online that you could really see everything about it. You have to buy a diamond in person.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, who says one big mistake is trying to buy a diamond online. Because each diamond is unique, you need to examine it for yourself.
Otherwise, you can get fooled, you can get tricked, and that's not a good thing when you're spending thousands of dollars.
At Beard's, John's son Ben says they give each customer the ability to compare multiple diamonds in their price range. changed, not just on paper, but up close inside and outside.
Go outside in the natural daylight. That's the best test to be able to see the exact color in the stone, see the brilliance in the stone, and the fire and the scintillation, which is very, very important.
People want to know what they're spending this money on, and they also want to be protected.
That's why Beards takes it a step farther with a money-back guarantee and a trade-up policy that guarantees you will always get what you paid when you upgrade. Buy with confidence at locally owned Beards Diamonds in St. John's Town Center.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. Florida's Todd Golden is the SEC Coach of the Year, leading the Gators to a 25-6 record and an 11-game winning streak to close out the regular season. Rory McIlroy gets a late tee time at the Players, giving the defending champ extra hours to loosen up that sore back before he starts his title defense at Sawgrass. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
I have neglected to tell you our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day. I'd like to get that out right now. Still have another hour to vote in our Dream Finders Homes poll question. Brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of, for this purpose, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Man, Dream Finders Homes are so nice. And just take a look at them on their website, dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you. Interest rate packages galore that will work with you either. 15 different locations. Did you know that?
15 of them things.
Yeah, just like
Taylor Swift's exes.
Oh, sorry, Trav.
Yep. Not sorry, though.
Okay.
I said Kelsey's coming back for a year. That was part of yesterday's.
Yeah. He took him.
What's he making? $2 million?
Swifty's got to be like 12. Swifty's got to be like, this is it?
Right. Right. Chump change.
She tells him I make that in an hour.
I pay my employees more than
Swifty's like the new Giselle Bundchen. Right? I mean, she made more than Tommy. The Jags are one of only 4 teams that didn't sign a free agent from another team as of, yesterday. Those 4 teams, by the way, all 4 won at least 11 last year.
Well, so they're in good company.
Yeah. So anyway, that's one of your. So I'm just, which one of these best fits that? The Jags, one of only 4 teams that didn't sign a free agent from last year. So what? All 4 won at least 11 last year. What are we doing? Patience, grasshoppers, or bargain shopping starts now.
I wonder how many people still know what patience grasshoppers means.
Yeah, well, patience, but
grasshopper.
Yeah,
I wonder if they know what grasshopper.
Yes.
That's old.
They don't know. You don't know what patience grasshopper.
You don't know
is.
what grasshopper means, do you?
I thought it was like the
TV show Kung Fu.
Nope. See, I thought it was Mr. Miyagi, young grasshopper.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's similar.
In this TV show, he said, "When you snatched the pebble from my hand,
yeah.
it's time for you to leave."
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Grasshopper. All right, I'm going to go bargain shopping starts now.
Okay. E, what say you?
I'm going patience, grasshopper.
Yeah, well, you're not alone. 50% say be patient, grasshopper.
Well, I got news for them. And patient for what? If you're expecting something to come, it ain't coming.
Well, like you said earlier, the guys we signed last year, we really didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. I got you.
What are we doing? Only 11%, so that's good. 25% like I would have picked, man, again, you don't win you don't win championships in March, And we've been through this on the other side so many times, and it's wash, rinse, repeat in free agency. And the bad teams have a lot of money, and it comes back to you. It'll come back to you at some point. So we'll see. But, ultimately, you trust the guy. They've given us nothing but reason to trust if we only judge them on wins and losses.
On 1 year.
Yeah.
Because even
that's all they've had.
Again, there's still one thing that really nags at me, and that is that offensive line, by its numbers and stats, was woeful. Like the yards per carry, the sacks allowed. It was bottom third in those important categories. It makes me really dubious that we're going to trot out that same line. So I still wonder if – but it's not going to come in free agency. I guess that would be either on the roster and developing or something to be found in the draft or – I'm a little surprised that we didn't have a little bit more tumultuousness on that line that like Walker Little didn't get cut or Itoka didn't get cut. It's like one of those guys. I'm surprised.
Well, a lot of us, and again, this is why I'm
just to save money. You know,
a lot of us, had sort of predicted a surprise. That was kind of the feel that we got from the front office, and it has not occurred yet.
It would have to be either a trade, which I guess could happen.
Hasn't been a bloodletting of the roster.
No, and they have not lost anything that makes me think they're going to lose games because of it. And I'm not trying to undermine the importance of Travis Etienne and Devin Lloyd, but Devin Lloyd was out of the lineup for a portion of last year.
Much more worry about Etienne than Lloyd for me.
Yeah.
I am not in camp with what we have at running back,
and that's fair.
That's just
I'm not
me.
as big a believer in Etienne as you are. I think he's fine, it's serviceable, but I don't. He's just, to me, he's.
I don't think I would have gone 452, but
that's the only thing you have to ask yourself. Unfortunately,
I would have scooped up. I might have scooped up like Gainwell for 2 for 14.
Right.
The
one name that's still out there and may ultimately be the landing spot is Rachaad White, who, again, has got the explosiveness of, like, you and me getting to the media center. Right?
They got you good, bro.
Hey, Jeff, you see your phone?
They got you good.
Who?
I sent both of y'all something. Somebody on one of the
we've
boys.
Got a problem with ET. This is the legitimate shot after the river run.
No, it's not. That don't even zoom in on it. It don't even look like me.
The leg had to get amputated. He's in a wheelchair and his nipples are bloody.
No, they weren't.
There he is.
Didn't experience any issues. No.
That is classic.
Yeah, we should post this. Thoughts and prayers. Let's start a GoFundMe. A GoFundMe for ET to get his leg back from below the knee.
Like, come on.
Would I get in trouble? I'm like, I'm posting this, man. I'm telling you right
It's
now.
not even the correct leg, bro.
What do you mean? You lost a leg. We don't know which one.
It would have been the right one.
I love the bloody nipples is my favorite part of that. Look at him. Just sitting
That's
there.
not me. Zoom in on it. It's not
Oh, it's not even you?
Well, it's supposed to be me. It's AI.
That's definitely you.
Oh, yeah. Trying to tell me they took another man. No, they took you. They photoshopped you. You are looking a little chunky there. I'm not going to lie.
I'm telling you.
It's because he's
Do you
fat.
have a picture of yourself in the or did they just put your face on someone? Is
Yeah,
that you?
Yeah, they just took a picture of me and
That's
put it in
not
an
your
AI
body?
generator.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's AI, man. It's dangerous stuff, bro.
Ain't it?
Hold on, stand by.
That's classic.
I hope you never get your Twitter back if you post that.
Yeah. Are we still Twitterless?
Yeah, we're Twitterless, but luckily on 1010 you can see it now.
Just posted it to 1010. I think I may like our location here.
I love you, E. How about this? Now, this is an incredible thing. In his final game with the Czechia national team, Andrzej Satoria, who's an electrician, just shut out Samurai Japan, the best team in the world, in 4 2/3 innings. There's always a story like that. in the World
This is
Baseball.
World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. So that just happened.
How's that possible?
Because he's
How can you be an electrician and not play and strike out Japan? Japan's good.
Oh yeah.
That'd be if you told me he struck out.
Yeah.
Kuwait.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the World Baseball Classic. I've enjoyed watching it. Now I say that I've had some filler time, like hotel time, where you don't have a lot of options. You put it on something and you watch it. But I ended up choosing the baseball over college hoops a couple times.
It's very good.
And even the games that aren't involving the U.S. It's kind of been fun to watch.
I love the excitement of the fans at the stadiums.
And they do,
And the way that they
There's a lot
celebrate.
more patriotic fervor in other countries than there is here right now.
For that.
Yeah, for those types of things. That's right. They hang their hat on. America's just so big and diverse, and you've got interests
We're kind of
spread all over the place. We have just an entitled, if we don't win, we suck kind of attitude.
Well, we're kind of waiting for the finals.
So we show up.
Yeah.
And look, this is kind of a little preview of what it'll be on a much grander scale when the World Cup shows up.
But the Dominican and Venezuela tonight.
Oh, that's going to be a hell of a game. Is that Miami?
I think they're in the Miami pod, which is where they should be. Oh, wait.
I mean, I got to question the son-in-law a little bit. Why he's not on the road right now, south?
He needs to go.
Huh?
He needs to be
If I
down
didn't
there.
have TPC week, I'd consider making a jaunt down there watching that game. That'd be a fun game.
Great
What am I
game.
kidding? I'm not going to Miami to watch Venezuela. I won't go to Miami to watch the Braves.
Well, that's fair.
Just making things up as we go here.
Saw the Braves lost another pitcher, torn ACL.
The Braves, forget a pitcher. No, then we had another. I lost Profar since I left you last.
Yeah.
That loser.
Yeah, that was
nice
great.
sign. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I was. This is sick because I told you I'm interested in Braves baseball this offseason. It's the first time in a while.
Yeah.
I'm losing interest, bro.
Oh boy.
And I don't like unreliable, undependable, non-workhorse stars. They annoy me. I don't like Chris Sales.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like stars who something hurts all the time. My back hurts.
Jaguars
I got
have
strain here.
Jaguars have created $4 million in cap room, restructured Robert Hainsey's contract.
Okay.
They have restructured a lot of contracts.
Yeah, we knew that was coming. Well, maybe that indicates there's somebody out there they're trying to get to.
Yeah.
Right? You wouldn't be doing this just to do it. There's no urgency. There've got to be targets out there.
Well,
The only one that would just make you go, whoa, maybe Bosa, but Hendrickson. Right?
Yeah.
And it would seem like there's no way they're going to be able to pay the $30 million a year type deal when they have two edge rushers. I would move on from Trayvon Walker if it were me. I'd try and get what I can from him and move on and continue to fill that role. And
I think they're hell-bent on finding and improving that D-line. And
more the interior, it feels like,
well,
though, right?
Well, I think part of I think if they get an edge guy, then they can play Trayvon inside more. And I think they like that.
And I would do that for a year, but I would definitely. There's no way in the world I'm paying Trayvon Walker when his contract comes up.
I don't think that they like him.
Yeah, that's fine.
They want to keep him.
Yeah, that's a big difference between them and me and why they're smart and run the team. And I sit here on the radio. I can no longer pay my edge rusher millions and millions and $40 million for getting me on average 5-6 sacks a year. Can't do it. You're the number one pick. I can't have you giving me 6 sacks and 18 excuses for why. Not him personally, but
I do get a kick out of the fan base. Like, the Jags kept their tight end and they signed
Quentin Morse.
Yeah, and they signed.
They let Johnny Munt go. A lot of people sad about that.
Yeah, they signed Gardeck, and this is a great. Oh, look at the value. I'm like, I like Gardeck. He plays a high motor. He tries hard guy, but he's a guy. I mean, I don't. Look, I mean, it's just.
I think the one thing about Gardeck that might get a little more excited about is he was coming off an injury before last year, so he had a little stretch there toward the end of the year. He had like a good little 2-3 game stretch where he got a couple sacks. And he made plays, I guess. And if Wingard goes, you got to keep one long blonde-haired defender on the roster. We've had one there for a lot of years.
Trey Hendrickson seeking more than $30 million a year, so nobody really wanting to jump in yet.
And he's 31. That's going to be a hard ask.
It's going to have to come down a little bit.
The Bengals screwed him. He never really got a big deal.
Yeah.
Just kind of been stringing him along. Now he's 31. The one thing about him that I always wonder, and I know this doesn't make it's never the deciding factor, but the fact that he has a home in Jacksonville and his in-laws live here, it makes me hope for, some sort of hometown deal. Yeah. But by all the reports, I saw Schefter, I think, talking about someone else. This guy has not had this opportunity. He ain't going to just go play for peanuts somewhere. He ain't getting at any deals.
We got to grab a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill. We're live at the Stadium Course here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Exclusive access, local voices, unmatched coverage. Only on 1010XL.
Get live Southeast Orthopedic Specialist leaderboard updates.
Teed up by
Atlantic Infinity, Hollis Pools, and Poor Tap Room.
Homeowners, ready to open your home to spring and shut out high energy bills? It's 31 days of spring savings with Renewal by Andersen. Right now, buy 2 windows or doors and get the third 60% off. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. But this offer expires March 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, Hickett here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, loaded, toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. I'm talking Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I don't just talk about them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, and they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, dependability, style. If it's a truck you want, George Moore Chevrolet you need. I needed trucks. I go to George Moore Chevrolet. Stop by Atlantic Boulevard today. You'll see why those truck people keep coming back for more. To George Moore Chevrolet. We're together. Let's ride.
Hi, this is Lisa the Botanista with Freedom Boat Club. Did you know you can trade in your boat for a membership? Keep using a boat with no maintenance. Be honest. Do you have a love-hate relationship with your boat? Been at the ramp, backing down the trailer all by yourself, then after a long hot day on the water, you're cleaning alone because your whole crew disappeared? With Freedom Boat Club, trade the chores for pure fun. No maintenance, storage, or stress. It's boating made simple. Find out why so many boaters are trading in their boats for a membership. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
as soon as possible
at 641-1010.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Got a dent or a scratch that needs fixing? San Jose Collision in Mandarin offers expert auto body repair and works with all insurance. Family owned and locally trusted. San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go.
Pages in your mailbox right now.
Jacksonville, you voted, and Baker Glass came out on top. The Bold City Best Awards are all about locals choosing their favorites, and you picked them for Best Auto Glass and Best Glass and Mirror Service.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
The price of gold is soaring, and the price of silver is near record highs. If you've got gold or silver just laying around, Estates Roadshow wants it. Broken chains, old rings, coins, watches, diamonds, vintage jewelry. If it's valuable, they're buying it. No appointment needed. Just walk in, get a free appraisal, and walk out with cash. They're also buying pre-1964 silver coins, flatware, sterling silverware stamped 925. They're buying coin collections, gold, silver, foreign, and domestic. Plus, they've been in business over 35 years with thousands of prior happy customers. Licensed, bonded, state-certified scales, highest tech equipment, employees with GIA certifications. Begin gathering your valuables because the Estates Roadshow is coming back to the First Coast, March 16th through March 20th. St. Augustine at World Golf Renaissance and Palm Coast at the Holiday Inn Express. For more information, call Marshall at 609-781-6559 or go to estatesroadshow.com and follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook to see all upcoming events.
April. All right, welcome back. Beautiful day out here, man. Blue skies. Ludi coming up tonight. He'll be out here running around.
Luda.
What's the? Well, I know you're healthy now. But I expect you to get back into party mode a little bit here this week. Sawgrass Splash is over under for the week.
Oh, for the week?
Yeah, for the week over under. Now you'll get out here at least 3 days, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess at least 3 days.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do at least.
This is your wheelhouse. I just saw somebody. I love when I get reports. He has become Jacksonville's favorite son.
Hey Jeff, we pull up to the wine. We pull up to the wine gala. Dan is there. Dan is there for a good, 20, 25 minutes. The first 4 or 5 people pull up to Dan and like, "Hey Dan, where's E?"
I put E in my. He snatched the pebble from my hand, grasshopper. It's time to go.
No, not yet. Nope, not yet. Nope.
But anyway, you were who was I just talking to? You were somewhere trying on clothes.
Oh, yeah, that was at the PGA store, one of your students.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, one of my students saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to see the youth out there, Come holler at the kid. I'm going to holler at him back.
Out and about getting some fittings.
Yeah, just getting fitted. It's Players Week, and I care. Y'all know I care about my drip, especially Players Week.
Are you going to get out here with us at all any of these days? Or are you stuck back there?
Y'all know I want to be out there with y'all, but, business got to get handled here in the studio. So as soon as it's over with, I'm going to try to catch y'all before y'all get up out of there.
Yeah. Today is a no-go. I'll be out here for a little while. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I should be out here for some time because I'm going to do some TV too. So I'll be hanging out. So anyway, to get back to the important question, over, under, sawgrass splashes, 3 different days. I've seen E carrying around a stack of
stacks. Yeah.
That he's done before. So I'm going to say, but yet he's slowing down a tad.
Keep that in mind. Yep, slowing down.
Okay, he's slowing around. He's into his mentals. I'm going to say.
And by the way, are we counting like one double drink as just one drink?
Yeah.
Because there ain't no such thing as a single. I don't know how they even call them those.
I'm going to say 16, E. 16.
Oh, no, that's we're going way over.
But the crazy thing is, Jeff is right, though.
Yeah, because we're at 4 or 5 days, man. I mean,
no, he's going to be at about 3 days.
Okay, 3 days. That's still way low. 3 days, I'll go 7 a day minimum because he's here and he goes nonstop.
Oh, I
and
know
he drinks like a daggum fish.
Oh, he can, yeah.
Yeah,
I go 20.
I'd probably go closer to what Jeff says. But this will really see because I'm trying to tone it down.
Yours was a big number. I don't mean to minimize or laugh at it. That's a big number, but it's not even enough.
No.
Those sawgrass splashes, by the way, just are very good. They're very tasty and very refreshing.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to get sideways in the splashes myself, but I just can't do that anymore at this stage. Yeah, I don't like it. I went to a wedding the other night. I probably had one glass too many there. Yeah.
The New York Football Giants have made a move. They have signed a former Jaguar great, Greg Newsome. We hardly knew you. He gone. So
that ended up as being a straight cap,
I believe
contract siphoning because Tyson Campbell is off and you would still be here and contemplating his $16 million a year. And now you've given that position to Monteric Brown. And I got to think that they're moving Travis Hunter. Maybe the Brian Thomas Jr. and all of the rumors, although I continue to maintain I'll buy what they sold me. So far, what they sold us on the postseason press conferences played out. They basically said Etienne and Lloyd won't be back. We appreciate them. They were great here. But they also said Brian Thomas Jr. is 100% part of the future here.
Yeah.
So what they said about Lloyd or what we intimated from what they said about Lloyd and Etienne has played out. I would imagine that all of this smoke around Brian Thomas Jr. is being overstated. If they're trading Brian Thomas Jr., I think somebody would have to give him a player and a first rounder. And are you getting that for Brian Thomas Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, is he worth trading? I think the Jags think no. I think no.
Some of the cats still out there: Kyler Murray, the Cheetah, Debo, Juwan Jennings, Romeo Dobbs, Dallas Goedert, Taylor Decker, Rasheed Walker, Elgton Jenkins, Trey Hendrickson, Joey Bosa, Kevin Byard, Reek Woolen, and Nashawn Wright are all still free agents that are
Those are all familiar names.
More familiar than some of the cats who signed.
Yeah, depending on what those are a lot of veteran names. Those are a lot of, Dallas Goedert, Joey Bosa. These guys have been around a long time. So they're probably trying to, okay, here's the deal, Hick, as you go, right? You finally get to a contract where you accept, okay, now I'm going to get on the downside.
Yeah.
I'm done getting bigger contracts. And so you probably got those guys trying to, can I just hang on to what I was making before?
Yeah.
And in some cases, that answer is going to be no. Dallas Goedert would be a nice player for someone.
Team Japan has finished up. They won. They beat Czechia 9-0. So despite the efforts of the electrician, they got
Czech tissue.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see how that one
the USA was a winner last night over Mexico, and before you say, "Oh, no big deal," Mexico has been kind of a thorn in the U.S. side. In this, is it me, Hick, or are they taking it more serious? USA, it feels like there's more stars on this team than I remember in years past.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's Murph said it was a fun thing, and except Tariq Skubal, who can't, he said is the toughest decision of his life. I'm never gonna. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen, man. I mean, he threw 41 pitches in the World Baseball Classic. Quote, tried to make it work, but just couldn't. What does that mean?
I think I can tell you what he means. I'm not saying I agree with it. I think he has a itemized, specified schedule for ramping up to get ready for the regular season.
Yeah.
And it may seem silly to us or overblown, but it meant on that day he was probably only supposed to throw 38 pitches, Dan.
Oh my God.
So I that's the only thing that I can draw.
Yeah.
All right, I have a this social media posting that I find very humorous.
Mm-hmm.
Tua Tagovailoa has put his South Florida home up for sale after being released by the
I saw that.
signing with the Falcons, and then it shows the blue tent on the sideline.
They're asking 72,000.
The Falcons have they've got the market cornered on noodle-armed lefties.
Yeah.
They've got the market cornered on quarterbacks you can almost guarantee won't be healthy all year.
Yeah.
I mean, from CTEs to ACLs, they got the whole alphabet covered there. 2 lefties.
Yeah.
2 noodle-armed.
Makes no sense.
And this is the scary thing. There's 2 scary things here for Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
If Tua can't be a game-changing quarterback with Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Etienne, Mostert, why? Because I hear saying, "Oh, it's going to Atlanta." Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
He had all that in Miami,
right?
And still would go to the playoffs and score 16.
Weird.
But here's the sad part. He's better than Penix. He's better than Penix. As a Falcons fan on week 1, I'd want Tua to start.
Before we head to break, we make a big deal about, we're down here in the South and the SEC country and all about winning at all costs. And, up there in the North, they take a little bit of umbrage to some of the ways we do it when we brag that we're better and such. And they get a little they're a little snobby. They're a little snobby. They look down on us Southerners like they're better people.
Well, they do think we're uncultured, rubish, redneck.
Yeah, they're better people than us. Yeah. And I was thinking about this.
No, they're disgusting and they're more vulgar.
They have when it comes to football, now that they're winning,
Big Ten, you mean?
You start, the Big Ten. You start to find some warts, and I was thinking the term Michigan man and how the coach up there really epitomized what a Michigan man is with all of his getting arrested.
Sherrod Moore?
Getting fired, affairs. And then I looked to Ohio State. Well, Ohio State would look down their nose at a Michigan man. And, then I find out the Ohio State president has had to resign for an inappropriate relationship.
Damn, man.
I mean, what in the hell, Big Ten, is going on up there?
Here's the saddest part about all the inappropriate relationships, in all honesty. Let's break it down. What's the saddest part about it? They're inappropriate because one or both are already betrothed.
Yes.
I mean, that's what's it. I don't care if it's your secretary. I really don't.
Yeah.
But if you're married, I really do. Very much so. So, yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back with more here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Feel the roar of the Jaguars.
It's Duval right now, man. DTWD, Duval till we die.
On the home of the Jaguars, 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval!
Hey, gang, they're back. Craig and Chris Kaprosky, the Kaprosky Agency with Goosehead Insurance. And if you're looking for insurance you can actually trust, man, for over the years, they have built their reputation the right way. Upfront, honest, always working to find their clients the best possible coverage, the best possible price. Home, auto, flood, umbrella, specialty coverage. Craig and Chris shop the market for you. Compare the top insurance companies so you don't have to. They've helped families just like mine. I can't tell you how many times, making the process simple It's stress-free, saving real money along the way. I just call them. If you want straight answers and coverage, you can count on. Call Craig and Chris Kaprosky. They're easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com. That's Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at Goosehead.com. Or call them. 478-8422, 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaprosky, because the right insurance isn't just about policies, it's about the people that you can trust.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
For everyone under the sound of my voice, this message is for you. ET here, and you know how on-the-field preparation wins championships, right? Well, the same goes for your health. Right on my side of town in Fleming Island, Encore Research Group is helping locals take charge through cutting-edge clinical research studies. Everything from weight loss to diabetes and hypertension. Their team of local multi-specialty doctors are focused on advancing medicine and keeping our community healthy. If you want to see if you qualify, check them out at EncoreDocs.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal.
Stand back, Jason. I'm gonna
Sneeze? Yeah, I saw that coming.
It's all this spring pollen, Jason. It's outside and it's inside my house, and I just can't stop. I can't stop.
Sneezing? Okay, let me help you with that.
How can you help?
At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we can improve your indoor air quality with air purifiers, UV lights, and filtration systems. Every new system we install includes high-efficiency 4-inch filters that work better and last longer, even if you forget to change them.
Wow, that's amazing. It's amazing.
Life can get pretty dusty sometimes. If you spend all day, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Ahead, we build platforms for digital business. We help create your platform for digital business by weaving together advances in cloud infrastructure, intelligent operations, and modern applications. Digital business is comprised of 5 pillars. We call them imperatives because they're a must-have, not a nice-to-have. We enterprise cloud, integrated security, scaled DevOps, intelligent operations, and relentless automation. Need help with digital transformation? Ahead. Learn, grow, achieve.
La playa is Spanish for the beach. If you can't remember that, the word Corona also works. Corona, La playa awaits.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Lots of nuggets in free agency, and I always liked when they'll come out and they'll say, all right, the NFL doled out $1.6 billion in money, or the numbers that are kicked around, and the big winners. And again, I said this earlier, and I kind of mean it for individuals. Teams, you want to draft and develop. I get that. Teams, you want to draft and develop. But for a player, you're better off being good but not great, and the team that you play for doesn't want to give you the deal, and you hit free agency for that second contract, and wham!
Yeah. I guess my nugget would be this: as Travis Etienne leaves in free agency, I'll just look back to that draft class that also included Trevor Lawrence, and let's at least understand that there aren't many draft classes in Jaguars history that come in and 5 years later have put together 3 winning seasons and 2 playoff years. Tom Coughlin's classes did. There was a class, I actually went back. Jack Del Rio's Jaguars had 3 winning seasons and 2 playoff years. But he had the benefit of coming off of Coughlin and the after Jack left, this place became a toilet.
Yeah.
When it comes to talent and results. So, it's kind of seemed uninspiring at times. But this new era with getting Trevor Lawrence and then obviously Etienne a part of that is at least producing competent winning football for the most part so far. And let's hope that we've got a lot more of that to come.
Pros, what was Travis Etienne's best play as a Jaguar?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
You know what?
I have one in mind that I'll throw your way.
I have one that stands out to me, and I remember I don't know if it's his best play. It was a memorable one to me, but it was 22, and we were playing Houston late in the year.
Okay,
and he went about 70 yards on a pitch and got us ahead, and we won the game easily.
Okay,
that's what I was going to.
What about you?
It was a long run where we really saw his burst. He got up out of there. It was about 60, 70 yards.
That was at Houston.
Is that the same one that you're referring to?
Yeah, I believe it's the same one.
He had a catch here, wasn't it this year?
I will choose, and again, I may be wrong, the 4th and 1 against the Chargers in the playoffs.
Oh, where he stuck his foot in the ground?
Yeah, and kicked it outside. That won the game for us.
Correct. Yeah. That was a great play.
Great play. To the right corner of the end zone there. Yeah, that's good. That's a good play.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason that Etienne is expendable is he doesn't have a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've been here for 4 or 5 years and rushed for 1,000 yards, there's 30 40-yard runs to pull from.
13 touchdowns last year, 1,400 yards. Good football player.
Do you know what percentage of the?
Thank God he didn't go to the Titans.
I could get this. I might get this wrong because it was a number that baffled me. Do you know how many times in 3rd and I think longer than 5 he was on the field? What percentage? It's like 6%.
No.
Like it was always Tootin or Allen or yeah.
Was it because of his pass protection?
Low? Is that right, Mike? Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, that's. I would have wanted him on the field.
Yeah. I would have.
I read this just over the course of free agency because people were. It was not a Jaguar story. It was on the value of Etienne.
And then one other on a negative note, the worst play he had, the fumble against the Dolphins.
Yeah,
which derailed our mentally soft team that year's season. If you remember,
that's by a mile his worst
in the opener.
Yeah,
and I don't remember him really. Do you remember him as a fumbler?
He's not a fumbler.
So that one was shocking. But anyway, just some Travis Etienne Jr. He's a real good guy in the locker room, available to the media.
Good Jaguar.
So appreciate it.
I wish he could stay.
What was Devin Lloyd's best and worst play?
Well,
the best, that automatically. Yeah.
The worst was the one where he was like walking around in circles and stopped at Indy, just like
mid-play. Yeah,
it's like walking around in the middle of the field.
You could argue that Devin Lloyd won us the Kansas City and the San Francisco games last year. So I mean, he had a couple picks against San Fran. He was terrific. So anyway,
all right. During the 2025 season, the Jaguars placed Etienne on the field for 3rd and 7+ only 6% of the time. That seems strange.
It does.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hard to argue with an offense that was averaging 33 points a game down the stretch.
Set the record for scoring.
Etienne and Trevor were teammates in 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Both went to social media yesterday and
hugged each other.
Sadly hugged each other and pictures and stuff. So
I also
kind of neat to see though in a way.
A couple things here with Etienne. It's good for him to getting paid.
Yeah.
If the Jags wanted, they could have had him. You can't be mad at him.
No.
At the same money, he would have stayed here overwhelmingly.
Yep.
But he gets to go home from Louisiana.
Yeah.
And he also gets, and it's a little thing, but he lands now in the same division as his brother, so he'll get Trevor twice a year. He's with Carolina.
Yeah.
And with Dowdle leaving, I think they anticipate Trevor Etienne playing at least a little bit bigger role in Carolina.
He also goes to the stadium where he hurt his foot.
Himself? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His rookie year. Yeah.
That's an odd dynamic. I mean, do you cut Kamara?
All right, we got to take a break. You might get rid of him. We got to take a break. We'll make the turn for home next. We're live at the stadium course.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Gold and silver prices are near all-time highs. If you have old jewelry just laying around, Estates Roadshow wants to buy it. Gold and silver, old rings, chains, even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. The Estates Roadshow is coming back to the First Coast March 16th through the 20th in St. Augustine at World Golf Renaissance and in Palm Coast at the Holiday Inn Express. For more info, visit estatesroadshow.com or follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook to see all upcoming local events and locations.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Homeowners, you taking a look at your lawn yet? Let me guess, you're looking at your lawn wondering what to do after a historically cold season. Well, if you want your lawn to bounce back quick, you gotta call topdressing.com. Nobody else can do what they do, their proprietary process. I've never seen anything like it, and neither will your neighbors. They will have your lawn looking like a golf course. Nobody else can do it. They're no secret now, so get ahead of it. Call for a free estimate. Be the envy of your neighbors. Top dress your lawn like the pros with topdressing.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, wrapping up here. We're going to hand it off. Good commercial break discussion with Mike about the Jags. We'll just play that and we'll get out of here.
We'll bring Mike in here in just a second as he gets ready for Jaguars today. One little golf talk. We'll talk more golf as we move closer to Thursday's opening round. And again, we're right here in the shadow of so much free agent news percolating. There'll be a lot more, and they'll keep you up to date with every single thing that's so far hadn't been a lot Jag related, but if so, you'll hear it here first, obviously. Hick, it feels like a year to me. You ready? No name. It's hard to say the word no name. It's going to be off-brand. We're going to have an off-brand winner this year.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to have one of our Siwoo Kims at the time, or Stephen Ames, or
oh boy,
we're having one of Lee Jansen. I mean, I'm not saying they're not it might be, I feel I feel one of those guys coming at me.
Well, we'll see.
And I didn't pick one, nor did you, but
No.
Scheffler's game isn't on. Rory's got a little backy boo-boo. His back aches like every other American. There is, and who is it outside of those two? Like, usually there's a hot guy.
Morikawa seems to be the guy that.
But not as hot as like we looked at Oberg.
Ludwig had a good week, and I think they're looking at him a little bit. It'll be fun.
A guy who's probably it's time to start talking about him different. And he looks like he just threw on his wrinkled shirt and he's on a golf trip with his buddies. But Batia.
Yeah.
He's got 3 wins, man.
There's a lot of good young Batia.
Not to be trifled with.
Is this a week Goddard
does it again?
Flexes again. I mean, so there's
and then you got the
Bridgman kid.
Yeah, and Ryan Gerard. Those guys are, those would qualify. Brisbane wins. That's the off-brand. I know he's got a win already. But Goddard, same thing. I think it might be one of those guys this week. It should be Scotty.
Play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Morning, Mike.
Good.
Green.
I don't know what's what here. I'm not an
Green.
engineer.
Try now.
How about that?
There he is.
Hi.
Not bad, Jeff.
I turned it on before.
Yeah. What's going on there, Demps?
Free agency, losing guys, retaining a few.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
I don't know what people expected out of day one, but
I think everybody, we all knew that Devin Lloyd and Etienne were going to go.
yeah, I think the price tag on Devin Lloyd
That was a little
surprised
surprising.
people.
Yes.
Like
that's fair.
$15 million.
Yeah.
I think they probably could have. Now, maybe they don't think he's worth $15 million.
I think they think that their scheme was you're going to see Ventrell Miller make plays like
I don't know if they know Ventrell's going to be, but they think you might be right that they think that that's the fit. And who knows? If Campanile leaves after this year, if he gets a head coaching gig, what's the scheme next year? I don't know. I would, if you had told me the number would come in at 15 on average, I would have thought the Jags would have kept him.
I'm with you on that. I would have kept him. I think the Jags got a little bit of a bonus here. If the thought all along would have been Devin Lloyd for $15 million a year, there would have been a big groundswell. You better re-sign him for that. But the fact that we thought it would be more, it kind of went away.
Why?
Under the radar.
What's the buzz on, or why do you think it was lower than a lot of us anticipated?
Teams don't value off-ball linebackers like they do other positions.
Okay.
I don't know what else it could be other than, is he a one-year wonder? And there's always that aspect of it as well.
He's a little older for a guy coming off his first contract. I mean, he's already 27, 28.
Yeah, but he's still in his prime. At those 3 years, I would have taken 3 years, 45. But look, they've got a plan, and we could sit here. We don't know how it's going to work out, and I'm sure along the way we critiqued it like we're going to continue to do, and they ended up winning 13 games last year. So right now, they sit in a position of, you can say anything you like and look at the results, and you can say, oh, they didn't win the playoff game. Okay. I feel like you long-suffering Jaguar fan, not all of them, but some of them expect it to, once you start getting good, that means you're just perfect, and you're going to be great at everything, and it's not going to be that way.
Well, I think it speaks along that line. Trevor being the number one pick of the generational tag has kind of made what has actually been an improvement frustrating at times.
Yeah.
Right? That you were qualifying that against where they are. And at the end of the day, 3 winning seasons in 5 years and a couple playoffs is not common. And it feels like there's more of that coming. So we'll see how they fine tune. Mike and Tony and Jaguars Today is coming up next live from the Players. We'll be out here again tomorrow. It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Dan, say goodbye.
Time to swerve from the beach, E.
Yep.
Swerve, 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 swerve.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get a Gator baseball chomp on 1010XL.
It's a Sunshine State Tuesday night treat in the Swamp. Number 20 Florida State and 23rd ranked Florida. Tonight at 7 on 1010 AM.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world number 1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
With 50 years of fabrication expertise and towing products, the family at Cannons of Jacksonville can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Find out what it's like to live Florida Gators basketball with Gator legend Patrick Young.
They want Patrick Young.
Dan and Jeff team up for Time Out with Patrick Young, taken by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Friday morning at 8:30 on 1010XL.
Bam!
Hicken here. See clearly with the Eye Associates and trusted optometrists Zachary Boskool and Alice LaFlamme. From comprehensive eye exams, dry eye care, glaucoma management, diabetic eye care, and more, Dr.